Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another Sunday night football. Your Eagles and the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas at home, Sunday night football. We're going to have ourselves a game. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Turn on your notifications by clicking that bell so you don't miss out on the stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday football. Let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready in the words of the famous Michael Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. I can't do it, but I gave it a shot. All right. All right. Jacob, what up, man? What's going on with you? Says Jay, I went to the Jags-Browns game. It was a great game. I had the Browns on my predictions as well. I like what I've seen. Joe Flacco still got it. Still got it, my friend. Joe Flacco out there still balling like he's back in his prime. Shout out to Priscilla. Says, thanks for streaming, Jay. Go Cowboys. Let's go. Shout out to you, Priscilla. George in the building. Quick shout out to the Wrench Gang, all the listeners, all the followers, and the family. Each and every one of you, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I do see this being a great game as well. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. Bills Mafia won. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. I just had some good food. You know, I had to eat it kind of fast, so because we had to get started over here. But I just had some good food, and I'm feeling good. I was outside though; it's a little chilly, so got to tighten up the coat a little bit, you know, till I get hot again. Shout out to Sam. Says, "Go Cowboys! Let's go, man! Let's go." Forrest says, "Let's go Bills Mafia." Kate says, "Let's go Philly." Let's go Philly. Donnie says, I got family in Texas as well as in Chicago. Grew up a Bear fan and a Cowboy fan. Let's go, them boys. All right. What up, Tyler? What's going on with you, man? Puck says, hi, low, Jay. Let's get to it. Get to it. There you go. High low is going to be 52.5. 52.5. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go over. I'm thinking over. I called the under for the Bills. The under hit. Yeah, the under hit. And I'm going to call over for this one because I think this is the one where we have a show. We have a show as far as scoring goes. Maybe a shootout. Shout out to Jeff. My man was stressing. Listen. I'm happy. I'm excited that the Bills won, but we got to address the elephant in the room. We got a few minutes before this game gets started, and we got to address the elephant in the room, and you should know what I'm going to say. If you know Jay, what am I going to say about that win? I want to know who really knows me, who really has paid attention to my style, how I think, how I go forward with certain things. If you know me, what am I saying right now about that win in regards to the Bills winning that game? Jeff says, lucky. All right, almost there. Almost there. They should have run the ball. Sure, yeah. It's a fact. It's a fact. Seems like they were nervous, Bills. So, yeah, we got time. If some of you remember, some of you who know, the videos that I drop and all that kind of stuff, and when we get into talking about McDermott, some people got really mad and really upset with me because we were talking about how Sean McDermott plays nervous. He plays scared, right? He looks like he doesn't know what's going to happen. He looks fearful, right? And that's all the stuff that you don't want to see in a leader. And then what did we see? Oh my goodness, we won. I don't want to see that out the coach. I want to see someone that's confident in the victory because guess what? Even though the Bills won, you might as well send a Christmas gift to Kadarius Toney because he's the reason why it happened. Yeah, we gonna cook. We cooking tomorrow. Y'all thought I was still done, that Jay was gonna be happy. Oh, yes, it's fine. We won. No. It was ridiculous. We should have had 27 points, 21 points before it got down to the wire. Why are we throwing the ball with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter at their 25? Y'all want to get into that though. We don't need to do that right now. We don't need to do that right now. We'll go ahead and get into these Cowboys and these Eagles. We're going to leave that alone because I want y'all to feel good about the win tonight. I do. I feel good about the win tonight. I want y'all to feel good tonight, but we need to keep it real. You should be thanking Kadarius Toney, not Josh Allen tonight, not Sean McDermott, not Joe Brady. You need to go over to Kadarius Toney's Twitter, Instagram, and send him a big thank you. Because without him, it wouldn't happen. Bambi boy, I don't want to hear it. Josh Allen still had a minute 12. Guess what? He has to come down and score a touchdown because the Chiefs would have been up by 4. And guess what? He had so much trouble scoring before they had to kick a field goal. It would have been the same situation and maybe even worse because he would have probably tried to force something and threw a pick. So if you want to go with that minute 12, save it because we know exactly how he would have performed in a high pressure situation. We know how it goes. So we can't use that theory. Josh had a minute 12. How many times has Josh Allen had game-winning drives? How many times? With a minute 12. So like I said, thank Kadarius Toney. Thank you, my friend. Cheers to you. As we move on. Carl says you're 100% Jay. Listen, y'all know I love my Bills. I've been a Bills fan for my whole life. We have to look at things from a realistic point of view. And to be honest, we should pick up Tony. Just put him in the practice squad. Let's pick Tony up and put him on the practice squad, y'all. We know, because we know the Chiefs going to drop him. All right, here we go. Eagles will send it to the Cowboys. As we get started here, it's going to run out from the end zone, get some space, cuts back inside, and they'll go down at about the 25. As we get started here, these Cowboys trotting out on the field, Dak Prescott and company, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, all the boys are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. Let's go ahead and get the field on the screen. Let's get the field on the screen for you. There we go. There we go. Shout out to Josh Richardson. What up, man? Don C, are you doing a reaction video? I will do one tomorrow. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. I'll let you guys call in as well. So if you want to call in, all that fun stuff, we'll make the number available. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start doing these shows, let you guys call in. Because it's very easy to text and all that kind of stuff. I want to hear a voice. I want to have a personal one-on-one conversation with you guys. So I'll let you call in, and we'll do a reaction video tomorrow in regards to what's going on with the Bills, right? Obviously, I'm happy about the win, but there's still some things we got to discuss. Here we go, 2nd and 4. Quick throw. This is going to be caught, and that's going to be Pollard picking up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1 as they'll get to the 34. And there we go. Shout out to Lenny. What up, man? What's going on with you? Jerome says the Eagles need to win this game, in my opinion. Oh, they do. They need to win, that is for sure. But the Cowboys are going to take care of business at home. I'm sure of it. Shout out to Josh Hawkins. What up, man? What's going on with you? Says my dog had the Bills sweater today. Always works. Okay. Here we go. 3rd and inches. As we have motion. Snap is off. Dak is going to lead to a handoff. Plenty of space. Big run here for Turpin as he gets 22 yards. 1st and 10 for these Cowboys as they get to the 44, already in Eagles territory. Shout out to you guys. 591 viewers, 95 likes. We need 5 more, and I will throw up the poll for you guys so you can vote. 5 more likes, 5 more thumbs up so we can get to 100, and I will throw up the poll for you guys. Let's go. Good run by Turpin. 22 yards. It's now 1st and 10 for these Cowboys. And here we go. Dak Prescott under center. And this is going to be a handoff, breaking tackles, and 11 yards on the play for Pollard. It's now 1st and 10 at the 33. Where was the bean, Jay? I'm not sure. Pucks isn't taking the Eagles for this one, 33-28. Okay. Poll is up for you guys. All right, let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. So I did take the Cowboys up by this one. I said Cowboys by 7. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff, 2 yards on the run. That's going to be for Dowdle to be 2nd and 8. And we'll go ahead and get the poll up for you guys so you can vote. And there it is. Poll is open. You guys can vote. Shout out to John P. What up, man? Says, anyone know why the Cowboys wear white at home? Because they're America's team. Here we go. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 as Prescott is back in the shotgun. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. Fighting and picks up about 7 yards. It's going to be Dowdle again. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Great things happen when you run the ball. That's for sure. THM says, can the boys actually beat a good team? I think being at home does change things as far as the momentum. Eagles are coming off of a tough loss. And, yeah, I think the Cowboys can do it. J0 says, I vote for the Zebras. Okay. Me talking about the Bills will be as silent as clean version of a Slim Shady album. This is going to be Prescott running for the 3 yards. He'll pick up the first down as he gets to the 21, 1st and 10. Cowboys. Tyrone says, Jets and the 49ers beat the Eagles. Same D. Copy that to beat them. The 49ers laid out the blueprint. Right? If you're not paying attention to the 49ers and what they did and the blueprint that they left, then what are you doing? So there you go. Shout out to Jennifer says, how about them Bills? Let's go. 1st and 10. Here we go. It's going to be a play fake by Prescott. Throws. Is that caught? It looks like it's going to be incomplete. No catch. May have dropped it at the last second. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dallas offense at home has been devastating. On the road, they've been putrid. Well, hey, maybe tonight you're going to see a difference. As J0 says, how about them Jets? You know, I ain't going to lie. I was really surprised. I really was. But that's what happens in the NFL, like they say, in any given Sunday. 2nd and 10. As Dak dumps this off to the flat, gets it over to Pollard. He'll pick up about 8 yards. It's now 3rd and 2 as they get to the Philly 13. Philly 13. How can we get up for a game without Taylor Swift? Listen, I just wanted to see her face when that touchdown was called back. Richard says, Eagles, let's go. YBK says, Jay, my brother, how's life been? It's been okay, man. It's been pretty good. How about you? How's everything going? Aussie Chicken, what up? What's going on with you? As Legend says, Prescott tonight, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. All right. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Prescott looking around, steps up, gets out of trouble, throws. That's going to be caught. And this will be a touchdown. But wait a minute. There's going to be a flag. Let's see who the flag is on. And this may be Dallas. There may be a hold here. We'll see. You know how it goes. Shout out to Shantae. What up? What's going on with you? So here we go. This is going to be a confirmed touchdown. No flags, and there it is. So count it. CeeDee Lamb, 13 yards. Touchdown for the Cowboys. And there it is. Hawkins says, I have an ear infection and a sinus infection. I'm hoping to get well soon. Get yourself some antibiotics, my friend, and rest. Stuff is going around. That is for sure. Some zinc and some vitamin C, too. hot tea or green tea with the honey and the lemon. It'll help you out. So extra point is good. Scores now 7-0. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Allen says it was a disgusting win. Brian, there's a lot that I want to say. I'm not going to say everything that I want to say. Some of you already know what I want to say. But we should be thanking Kadarius Toney. We should be offering Kadarius Toney a contract to be on the Bills practice squad because he was the X factor. He had on a Bills jersey under that Chiefs jersey. So if you're listening, Kadarius Toney, shout out to you, man. I hope that you're not packing your bags yet. You got to come sign this contract for the Bills to go to the practice squad. So there you go. Yeah. All right. Jeff says Eagles are going to have to man up to get this one. That is for sure. Interesting thing says, I'm pulling for the Eagles and always pulling for the underdog. Go Panthers, Jay, and all the family. Shout out to you. Interesting things. Much love. Much love. Jimbo says, yeah, Eagles defense looks lost out there. Like, what do we do? What do we do? What up, Trent? What's going on with you? Mario says, shout out from Rapid City. Let's go. Shout out to JJ in the building. Jerome says, Dallas roars down the field for a touchdown on their opening drive. It might be a long night. Shout out to you guys. 829 viewers, 135 likes. You know how we do. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Our next goal is going to be 250. So we just need 115 of you to go ahead and hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. And we'll go ahead and knock out our first goal of 250. Let's make it happen. You can use your thumb. You can use your index finger. If you don't have any hands, you can use your big toe or your small toe, the pinky toe, and hit that button so we can make it happen. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. Let's go. Let's go. Mike J says, Philly lose. It's going to be wild. Listen, you guys remember what I said about Philly. Some of you remember, some of you forgot. We're starting to see it come true. Brian says, bro, that wasn't a good win. So here's a question. And I'm going to ask some of the Bills Mafia in here. Are you still okay with Sean McDermott? Do you still think he's the man to get the job done? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. Right. I'm still on the, I'm on the wave of, the playoffs. Right. We got some answers. Here we go. Jimbo says no. Jeff King says no. Kubi Tube says no. Jeff Whiteside says no. He has to go. Bob says fire the coach. Purple says a win is a win. You know what that means. Candy Girl says Sean is still the man. But I'm a Bears fan. We don't know what good coaches look like. Jimmy Love says no. Sassy, the question right now is, do you still want to keep Sean McDermott as the coach? That's the question right now. As Sassy says, no comment. Eric's on the fence. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles as they get the ball after the touchdown. And here we go. Hurts directing traffic. Cowboys show a 4-man rush. This is going to be a handoff for about 4 yards to Swift. It'll now be 2nd and 6. Dimidge says no. Mario Douglas says no. Clueless says that will be a no. Jennifer says I'm on the fence. Bills might lose Davis and Diggs. Listen, don't fire McDermott. Bills not making the playoffs. Yeah. Here we go. 2nd and 6 for these Eagles. Snap is off, and Hurts is going to keep this thing, and he's going to run and then slide for 11 yards as it's now 1st and 10 from the 40. So, like I said, we don't get to the playoffs. We don't make it. I think there needs to be a real conversation as far as leadership moving forward. Winning tonight does not change anything as far as the coaching goes. We barely won. and we won because there was a mistake on the other team. That says a lot. So here we go, 1st and 10. As Hurts takes a snap, he drops back, has time, pressure comes, and he's going to throw it incomplete. And now there's going to be a penalty on the Cowboys. Micah Parsons gets hit with illegal use of the hands. So make it a 1st down for the Eagles, 1st and 10. J0 says, will the Bills be the number 1 seed? You know, here's the ridiculous part of it. It could happen, right? It could very well happen. Do I want Sean to be great? Do I want to see Sean holding the Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year? Yes, of course. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't. Do I believe in the Bills? Of course. But that's the realist in me. So here we go, 1st and 10 after the penalty. As the Eagles get to the 45 now. And Hurts is back there directing traffic. You could always pick up Frank Reich as a new coach. You know, a lot of people were talking about Harbaugh. They were saying that might be a good one. As Hurts launches this thing, it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Brown. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Incomplete. J0 says, I think the Ravens will beat the Bills. I'm not sure with what the Rams put up today, taking them to OT like that. I think it would be a hell of a game for sure. But the Ravens do look good. I like the Ravens. I like them, you know, obviously coming out of the AFC. Barring some miracle happens with the Bills. Here we go, 2nd and 10. As this is going to be a quick throw. This is caught, and that's Goddard for 10 yards. It's now 1st and 10 for your Eagles. Not a Bills fan, but I think McDermott's shown time after time that he's not the guy. But I don't know who you get that would be an upgrade. Any coaches out there you think would be better? There was this weird conversation that really didn't make any sense, but it has some kind of merit, right? Let's say if the Giants decided to fire Brian Daboll, would it make sense for him to come back to the Bills? Could he work with that offense? Could he work with that system? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. This is going to be a run by Scott for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 as they get to the 41. Eagles moving the ball. Chris says, Chiefs idle with Taylor Swift, bro. All right. I mean, I don't understand. Let's keep it going. He says, I thought he resigned with Michigan. He does, but I'm sure he would leave Michigan for the right amount of money. Here we go. 2nd and 6 for these Eagles. There's going to be a flag here as this is going to be a false start on Johnson. So that'll bring the Eagles back 2nd and 11. That'll push them back to the 46. I thought Goddard was still hurt. Nope, he's in. He is in. Was the Ravens punt return touchdown rigged? This is like the 3rd time I've been asked that question. What about it made it rigged? Anybody want to let me know? Or why do people feel like it's rigged? I guess I'll start there so that I can understand what's going on. Here we go. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 for these Eagles as Cowboys showing a 4-man rush. They bring 4. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. And that'll be incomplete. Dropped as Smith couldn't reel it in. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Anthony says, can you show us the game, please? I think the question that I would follow up with that, or the answer I would follow with that, is how much are you willing to pay? That's what it boils down to. How much are you willing to pay? Because if I show you the game now, I won't be able to stream for a full 7 days. So how much would you be willing to pay? Here we go. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. As Hurts is directing traffic. And that's going to be a jump again. Another false start. That's going to lead to 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16. Shout out to Jimbo. Says, come on, Jay. Only a billion or so to show it. Only a billion. Says Jay, is a season for miracles. I believe the Bills can still make it to the playoffs. Listen, we have the talent, right? And some people get so mad at me, or they may not understand where I'm coming from when I have these conversations and I say the things that I say. I need people to realize, because, you know, you may not understand how I'm talking when I'm talking and why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it, but I need people to realize that when I'm saying these things, it's not from a place of hate. It's not from a place of anger. It's tough love. And some people don't like that anymore. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Hurts steps up, throws deep. That's going to be caught. Smith gets it, breaking a couple tackles, and he'll pick up 30 yards. It'll now be 1st and 10 as they get to the 21. Eagles moving the ball. Quick shout out to Alice, as well as Anthony and Michael, for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Jimbo says, Jay demands greatness. I just feel like the Bills fans deserve better. I feel like they've been through a lot. There's been 4 Super Bowls that they were let down in. And right now you have the talent and the drive and the ambition, the motivation to go out there and do it, right? So it should be this year. And if not, right, the person who has been leading the squad since 2017, right, I'm going to say that one more time, since 2017, maybe he needs to, figure things out. So there you go. It's going to be another flag on the offense. That'll be pass interference. That'll push him back to the 31. It's now 1st and 20. Talent plus chemistry wins. That's a fact. Jimbo says, I agree. Too much talent to be barely over plus 0.500. Exactly. Here we go. 1st and 20. As we have motion. Snap is off. And this is going to be kept by Hurts. Runs up the middle. Picks up big yardage. And then he loses the ball. That's going to be a fumble, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys may have recovered this thing here, and I think they do, and they do. It's confirmed. Cowboys ball after the fumble, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hurts doing too much. Running that ball, got it punched out, and the Cowboys will now take over possession at the 21, 1st and 10. So there you go. Mike J says, come on, refs, let him play. Yeah, they'll let him play after getting the fumble. Without a doubt. Anthony says, please. You still have not answered the question, my friend. You still have not answered the question. North Dakota, Chattanooga, William, and Marybell State, Niagara Northwestern, Charleston. All right. Shout out to Eric. Dropping all the team names. Nicholas says, I wanted to subscribe just to say your live is so much better and more interesting than the one that is getting 5.3 thousand views right now. Nicholas, I want to say I thank you for that. I'm glad that you didn't mention the name, because I don't like mentioning the names. We know who that is, and they've got their community. We have ours, and hey, I'm just glad to be here with you guys and provide a great experience. So I do thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Mark says, yo, Jay, you think Locke showed enough today to be starter somewhere besides Seattle? I'm not sure. I got to go back and look at the highlights. For sure. Mike J says 14-0 coming up. We're in a quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for rocking with your boy Jay tonight for this Sunday Night Football. Cowboys have got the ball back on a fumble. Score is currently 7-0, 5 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock in this first quarter. 1,230 of you in the house. We're at 195 likes. Our next goal will be 500. If you have not, make sure that you do hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. And I do thank you all for the support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. We're in a quick commercial break, and I'm going to play DJ for a minute. Wicked. Wicked, I've been letting you talk all day. I'm about to address you now. You've been trying to get my attention all day. Even before the Bills games, you was talking reckless because I made the little Saturday Night Live roasting the Bills and the Sean McDermott video. You started over there. You then went over to the poll. You started over there. Listen here, sir. You let Bills handle Bills business, and you sit back and you enjoy and watch the game because you have no business in Bills business. And here we go. It's going to be a flag on the Cowboys. It's going to be a false start on Lamb. It's going to lead to a 1st and 15. We'll push the Cowboys back to the 16. There it is. Shout out to J0. What up, man? Says, I like your streaming, Jay, and go ahead and give the Kansas City Chiefs the tough love conversation. Yes, this is from a Kansas City Chiefs team fan, but to you as a Buffalo Bills fan, great win. So, J0, I like Patrick Mahomes. Great quarterback. Obviously will one day be in the Hall of Fame, right? I think the biggest problem right now is they want him to be Tom Brady. They want him to take those wide receivers that they currently have and make them better. And unfortunately, he's not in a situation to do that, right? He's out there trying to do the best that he can with the tools that he has. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the right tools for the job. Kadarius Toney is a bust. They should have let him go weeks ago, as this is going to be thrown. That's going to be incomplete. Try to get over to Cooks. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Rice is decent. Travis Kelce, for me, for some reason, he looks like he's slowing down. He's not what he once was. Maybe he's been spending too much time with Taylor, or maybe, she's been spending too much time with him. I don't know. Either way, Travis Kelce doesn't look the same. He doesn't have that hunger anymore. Maybe he needs to stop wearing flowered shirts out in Argentina and get it together. But hey, there's a lot of things going on, and you can blame, some on the defense as well. A lot of issues there need to be worked on. Here we go. 3rd and 9 as Dak throws deep. That's going to be caught wide open. Lamb hitting that nice route, and that's going to be 26 yards on the catch. 1st and 10 for these Cowboys. And there it is. Tadeo says, is Travis drawing more attention these days? Of course. Right? All the newfound money, all the new commercials, the podcast blowing up, the new girlfriend. Listen, all that can get to you if you don't know how to handle it. And obviously he doesn't know how to handle it. So there you go. As the 1st and 10, this is going to be a handoff to Dowdle. He'll pick up 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 as the Cowboys get to the 50. Matt says, you're right, Jay. They got lucky last year doing the same thing. Chris says, Travis taking care of his wife. I can't. Oh, man. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Mahomes better look for a different team. He can't win against the Swifties. That man's not going nowhere. You know how much money he's making over there? He's not going nowhere. As this is going to be a run up the middle, and this will be 6 yards for Pollard. It's not going to be 3rd and 2. Shanep says, love you, Jay, but being Canadian, have to have Eagles. Okay. I got the Cowboys in this one. Amber says, bro, this is football, not love interest. Listen, somebody asked me what's going on with Travis Kelce, and I'm just telling you what's going on, Amber, right? I'm just telling you what's going on. If you came in late or if you just popped in, someone had asked me in regards to Travis Kelce and what was going on with him, and there you go. Quick throw. This is going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Gallup. It was too high. It's now going to be 4th and 2 at the 44. Go for it, Cowboys. Show some heart. Let's go, McCarthy. Yeah. You're not going to kick. You're not going to punt it here. Go for it at the 44, and it's 4th and 2. Let's go. I like it. Showing some heart, showing some grit, some determination. You got to go out there and do what you got to do. Cowboys going for it on 4th and 2 at the 44. Playing Madden. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Pollard. Cuts back inside. Nice run. 4 yards. They'll pick up the 1st down. And that's how you coach, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you coach and make a statement. We don't care about your defense. It's 4th and 2. We're going to run on you at the 44 and pick up the first down. Cowboys handling business. All right. Dart says, because anybody beat the Niners the rest of the season? I don't think so. Niners Super Bowl champions. They're looking good. They're looking good. As this is going to be another handoff, breaking some tackles, making some moves. And that will be Pollard picking up 18 yards, but there's going to be a flag. I think it's coming back. They're walking him back. It's going to be a hold on the offense there. So it'll be 1st and 20 at the 50. At the 50. Shinep says, Jay, you're the best. Canada loves you. Listen, I love my neighbors up north. All the international followers. Much love to each and every one of you. Shout out to all you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 1,418 viewers, 235 likes. The next goal will be 500. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday. Here we go. 1st and 20. And this is going to be batted down, incomplete, 2nd and 20 as Dak tried to get it to Tolbert there. Cox with the nice move on the defense there for the Eagles. All right. Maurice says, Jay, what up? The Bills pulled it off. Good game. You really happy about that 3-point victory? you gotta say it like that. you really happy about that 3-point victory? This is going to be a run for Dowdle. He'll pick up 3 yards as he gets stopped short. It's going to be 3rd and 17 now. 3rd and long. 3rd and long. So here we go. Keep in mind, Jalen Hurts. So here we go. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. Jennifer says, why do I feel like I'm about to watch the game I just watched again? Right? It does kind of feel like that. It does for some reason. Here we go. 3rd and 17. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Dak throws, and this is going to be incomplete, but there's a flag. Tell me there's a pass interference coming. Oh, my goodness. What? Listen, I got the Cowboys in this, but that was not pass interference. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, ref. So pass interference on the defense, and that's going to push the Cowboys to the 32, 1st and 10. That's crazy. That was, a little hand checking back and forth, and then he lets him go immediately. Come on now, ref. Really? Okay. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, right at the 32. Here we go. Jimbo says, that was a touchy call. That's what I'm saying. We're just going to keep it going. Swift is playing for the Eagles. Yes, Eric, he is. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Cowboys as Lamb motions. Snap is off. Play fake. Drops back. Has time. In trouble. Gets out of it. He's going to run on the move. Still going. Slides. He'll pick up 15 yards, but guess what? Laundry, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 20. As they'll get to the 42. Refs aren't having it. They're like, nah, we're going to give you something and we're going to take it back. We're going to take it right back. 1st and 20 now for the Cowboys. That's at the Cowboys 35-28. Okay. I had the Cowboys by 7. Shante says Ravens, Bills, now Cowboys. Refs are not good in either game. Yeah, it's weird. Nicholas says, man, I wish I could see the game to see how messed up these calls are. Believe you me, you don't want to be aggravated about it. Just let me tell you what's going on. Here we go. 1st and 20 for these Cowboys as Dak drops back. Quick throw. It's too high, and that's going to be incomplete to Ferguson. It's now 2nd and 20. Quick shout out to Nick DeMar as well as Nigel Parsons. Or is it Nigel? Nigel? I'm thinking it's Nigel. Food Junkie, as well as Tyrone Williams for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Here we go. Score is 7-0. It's 2nd and 20. Minute 4 on the clock left in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys have 3rd and long. 3rd and long. And we're going to see what they do here to dig themselves out of a hole, because it's not looking too good. They're at the 42. And, I mean, obviously you're not going to go for it now, but 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20. Says it's beautiful here in DFW. Shout out to you, Spark. What's going on? Nishel. Let me know. I don't want to butcher it, but shout out to you. I try and get everybody's name right. I'm normally about like 98% accurate. I don't have too many people, saying, hey, you said it completely wrong, but I'll try. Nishel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. This is going to be a pass over to Turpin. That's going to be incomplete. And this will lead to the Cowboys punting on this 4th and 20 at the 42. So there you go. Quick shout out to Uncle Drew as well as Mr. Dunk for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. J0 says, Jay, Tony is not the reason the Chiefs lost and doesn't win or lose. It was the Chiefs team lost collectively, and the Bills had a team collective win. Yes, penalties are a part of the games. You really believe that? Okay. Well, here we go. So Cowboys will not punt. They'll go ahead and kick the long field goal. 60-yarder. And here we go. Kick is off. And it is good. Right down the middle. 60-yard field goal. And that's going to put up these Cowboys 10-0, ladies and gentlemen. 10-0. And there it is. What in the world? Hold on. No? Can you guys hear the Ric Flair? Because I can't hear him. I don't know what's going on. Am I having a technical difficulty here? Did you guys hear the Ric Flair? Let me know, because for some reason it's not coming through. Yeah? What? Hold on. Did I do something crazy? Okay, I can't hear it. I don't know why. It's not coming through. What in the world? What is going on here? All right, whatever. As long as you guys can hear it, that's all that matters. It says it's cutting out. Yep, I can hear. All right, whatever. So 10-0 after the field goal. Shout out to JG. What up, JG? My man Jericho coming through with the $2 super chat. Says, what up, Jay? Can you shout out my son, Georgie? Shout out to Georgie. Much love to you, JG. Much love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Much, much appreciated. All right. What up, Michelle? Says emotional damage. JJ says, I heard it, Jay. Yeah, trying to figure out what's going on here. Did I do something wrong? Right? I could hear my voice, which I need to hear because that way I know what the levels are and all that stuff. But for some reason, now I hear it. All right. I don't know what happened there, but I hear it now. That was a little weird. All right. Says, do you think them letting Diggs play after what he did was fair? What do you mean exactly as far as like the pushing around and stuff?
Jay? Can you shout out my son, Georgie?
Is that what you mean? Also, shout out to Chloe Browning for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,480 viewers, 293 likes. We're still trying to get to that 500. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We are almost there. We need 206 likes, 206 thumbs up, and we will hit that 500 like goal. Let's make it happen as we get to this quick commercial break. Bama or Michigan? It's a good question. Thinking Michigan. Yeah, I'm thinking Michigan. So kick is off back to the Eagles after the Cowboys will cash in on the field goal. And it's going to be a touchback. Eagles will start at the 25, 1st and 10 with 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Royal Exclusives is who you think making it to the Super Bowl. Right now, I think it's probably going to be between the Ravens and the 49ers. That's just what I'm looking at right now with the way that things are going. So here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a play fake. Hurts drops this off on a screen. And now you're going to have Goddard pushing forward, picking up 6 yards in the play. It's now going to be 2nd and 4 at the 31. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I said, barring anything crazy happening, some miracle chance, teams just go on this run and start crushing people, I see probably Ravens 49ers in the Super Bowl. Here we go. 2nd and 4. And this is going to be a handoff to Swift. Cuts back inside, and that's going to be 2 yards on the run. 3rd and 2. Royal says, not going to lie, if my team don't make it, it'll only come for the 49ers in the halftime show. So, I definitely like Purdy's story, right? I do like Purdy's story. And, at the end of the day, it would be nice to see him make it because I do feel like he would have made it last year if he was healthy. I think that's the reality of it. I think he was robbed of that experience because he got injured, and it should have been him in the Super Bowl. And I definitely think that we probably would have had a potential NFC victory. Now, fast forward to now, right? Shout out to Jeff King. Fast forward to now, you have the situation to where obviously he's more developed, right? He's more focused. He's more calm. And even more deserving of it because of the play that he's putting in. So that's why I like the 49ers out of the NFC. But we have so much football left. All this is speculation. Anything can happen. You guys know that. Rose says, I have a love and a hate relationship with Debo. What's wrong with Debo? Did he snatch your chain? My mama gave me that chain. So to be honest, I more want to see CMC make it. CMC has been stellar, especially with Purdy. Okay. Text 713 says, I would love to see Purdy win the Super Bowl. Timo says, Purdy went from tragedy to triumph. That's true. Where's my money, fool? Nicholas says the Cowboys have been pretty bloodthirsty this season with so many huge wins. I hope we can win by 20 again this game. Yeah, we're in a quick timeout commercial break as we have ended the first quarter. Scores 10-0. Cowboys handling business, right? It's 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. Cowboys get another stop here. Yeah, I like it. My grandma gave me that chain. He gonna cry in the car. You guys make me cough. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, as you know, Saturday, December 23rd, we're gonna have the Bills and the Chargers. That's gonna be a Saturday game at 8:00, and I will be doing it. I guess I'm gonna be streaming 3-4 days in a row of football. How terrible. Here we go, 3rd and 2, as this is gonna be Hurts. Drops back, throws. That's going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 2. And these Eagles will end up punting back to the Cowboys. Wow. Very interesting. John P says, I hope Purdy can keep it up, though, and doesn't fade after a couple seasons. That's true. Very true. Bob says COVID is in the air. No, not over here, my friend. Not over here. Not at all. So Eagles will go ahead and kick back and punt to these Cowboys as we get started here with this second quarter. And here we go. Christopher says, fall, Eagles fall. I expected a fake, and they did it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles will pick up the first down. They go for the fake, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 39. Cowboys, really? You didn't anticipate that? You didn't anticipate that? Oh, my goodness. Good job by the Eagles. Faking the punt, and now it's 1st and 10 of the 39. Caught him sleeping. It's the second time they did that in the last 2 weeks. Nobody's paying attention. All right. All right. That's our cruiser. But Pops won it back. He tripping. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. This is going to be a handoff to Swift, and he gets wrapped up immediately. That's going to be a loss of 4. It'll now be 2nd and 14 as they get pushed back to the Dallas 43. Robert says, Jay, you seem so much happier when your Bills win. Congrats to you and the Bills Mafia. Yeah, man. You know, when your team does what they need to do, it brightens up your whole week, right? Changes your mood. Some of you don't know how this works, all right? If you've been around anywhere near Western New York, you know that the Bills winning or losing directly affects people's emotions for the whole week until that following Sunday. I'm not playing. If the Bills would have lost, you might as well have shut down Buffalo tomorrow. That's just the reality of it. Might as well just shut it down because everyone's going to be sad, be upset, be emotional, be depressed, and no one's going to get any kind of work done. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. Quick shout out to Perry coming through with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Perry. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. It is much, much appreciated. As this is going to be thrown by Hurts, goes deep, and that's going to be dropped by Brown. He had it in his hands, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 5, and this will lead to a field goal attempt for these Eagles. There you go. There you go. Robert says that I'm happy today. Robert, you should be happy. The Jets, surprised. Like they popped out of a box. Surprise! No, they won, man. They took care of business. It was a great game. I don't think anybody expected it. So Eagles will go ahead and kick the field goal. It is up. Just barely inside. They'll make it, though. And now it's a 7-point game. Scores 10-3 after the Eagles hitting that field goal. And things aren't looking too good for these Eagles right now. Things are looking kind of weird. What happened to the offense? Just went to sleep. It's not working. It's not working. Quick shout out to Comet VR as well as Roy McClendon for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Robo says now they tie it at the end of the half. Watch. Well, Jimbo, if it happens, I'm going to ask you for the script because it would mean that you have it, my friend. It would mean that you have it. Oh, I knew this was going to come. I knew it. Says I wouldn't count the Eagles just yet. Not at all. We're far from over. We know that. But the reality is this. The Eagles started off the same way in the 49ers game. So unless they can get it together and make the proper adjustments, we're going to see the same kind of game that we've seen against the 49ers. Andrew says, Jay, how would you feel about losing both McDermott and Bean to the Panthers? I'm still standing on the fact of we need to make it to the playoffs. If we don't make it to the playoffs, then we need to have a conversation in regards to coaching and positions and things like that. We make it to the playoffs. Obviously, you could say that someone's doing their job at that level. But here's my problem, right? And this is why people get so mad at me. And what's absolutely hilarious is this. I put up this post a few days ago. Some of you know about it, some of you don't. But I knew that if we won, people would be coming to the post and be like, oh, look, we won. So whatever you said about Sean McDermott isn't right now. I'm okay with being loyal. But if you're being blind, that's where I have the issue with it. And people will follow people blindly to the edge of the cliff and walk right off because they're not realists. So if it was up to me, yeah, I'd pick somebody else. I'm just keeping it real. But for the sake of this individual trying to get things together for the team, trying to build a proper culture, trying to get things together, I give him this season. It's just a reality of it. I give him this season. Shout out to ISG. What up, man? What's going on with you? The Steelers don't dump their coaches if they have a bad season, especially with the injuries the Bills have had. Okay. If that's the case, why fire Dorsey then? So here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff to Dowdle. He'll pick up 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Right? If that's the case, if you want to go with that theory, right? Oh, it was the injuries and things like that. Then Ken Dorsey should still have his job. With that theory. Because I feel like Ken Dorsey and Sean McDermott should have been a package deal. But hey, someone else had to take the fall. 2nd and 8. Here we go. As Dak takes a snap, play fake, has time, deep throw. That's going to be caught. Ferguson wide open, and he'll pick up 27 yards as they get to the 45, 1st and 10. And there's an injury. There is an injury as Blankenship is down on the field. 5 times as coaching starts in May. In my opinion, the season's coaches have failed. Purple says Jay ain't playing. Listen, here's the thing that really, really bothers me. Because I knew this was going to happen. I was like, well, if we win, they're going to come out the woodwork and then act all crazy and stuff. And then I got to talk about it more and go more in depth and all that kind of stuff. But if we lost, right, if we did lose, then it's, oh, you were right. And it was all based on one game. As it looks like Blankenship may have taken a knee to the helmet. So he's going to come off the field. It looks like here. It was all one game. And if you pay attention to McDermott's body language at the end of that game, it was such a sigh of relief. Why? If you're doing such a good job, why was it a sigh of relief? Here we go. 1st and 10. As this is going to be a handoff to Dowdle up the middle, pick up 4 yards in the play. It's now 2nd and 6 as they get to the 41. Charles says, Jay, if the Bills and the Bengals make the playoffs, both teams will be dangerous without Joe Burrow. Confused by that. Eric says, Jay, I will apply for the head coaching job for the Bills. Make sure you give me a position, Eric. I got you, bro. You got my vote. Here we go. 2nd and 6 as Prescott is under center. And this is going to be a play fake. Drops back, has time, quick throw. This is caught. And that's going to be 6 yards for these Cowboys as it gets to the 35, 1st and 10. Andrew says, I know, Jay, there should be no stress for an NFL coach. Who said that? Who said that? Listen, just tell me that you trust Sean McDermott. It's totally fine if you do. I don't. It's known that I don't. And here's the beautiful thing about me saying that I don't. Number one, obviously I'm going against the grain for some weird reason that everyone thinks I believe. But it's entirely possible to be loyal to your team and not accept the failures of the personnel. So here we go. Andrew says, I do trust Sean McDermott. He is better than any other options out there. How do you know? How do you know until somebody else gets a chance? 2nd and 1, as this is going to be a handoff here. That will be Lamb on the reverse. He'll pick up about 10 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 16 for these Cowboys. Eric says, I got you, Jay. I'll have you as my defensive coordinator and assistant head coach. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm down. Frank says, let's go Eagles. Let's lose. LaMonica says the ref did cheated the Chiefs out the game. All right. Tyrone says, stop getting people fired, Jay. Listen, I didn't get nobody fired. Just because I predicted it and it happened the next day doesn't mean that I'm getting people fired. Here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff. And that'll be 4 yards. A little bit more. He fights for it. Picks up 7 for Pollard to be 2nd and 3. Andrew says 20 years past history of crappy coaching selections. Okay. So, okay, let me ask you this. If the Bills lost today and the playoff chances were completely done, how many more years would you be okay with giving Sean McDermott? How many more years? Here we go. 2nd and 3. As this is going to be a handoff, cuts back inside as Pollard gets another yard on the run. It'll be 3rd and 2 now at the Philly 8. Orange Place says 0. Jeff Whiteside says 0. Jimbo says 0. LaMonica says none. 5 times says, did you slap them to next week or next century? Frank says, I just want the Niners to be the number 1 seed. Okay. Yeah, stop getting people, Jay. Nichelle says 2. Okay. All right, here we go. This is going to be a run by Prescott. Keeps it himself. He's like, you know what? I'll do it myself. I'll get the 4 yards and pick up the 1st down for the Cowboys as they get to the 4. 1st and goal. Shante says 0. Jay McDermott had enough time. His time is up. Okay. Yvette says none. Okay. See, that's the difference between, a realist and someone that is following someone blindly. That's the difference. 1st and goal. Here we go. As this is going to be a handoff and fighting, maybe just short for the touchdown. It will be 2nd and goal at the 1 now. Pollard just close, very close. It'll be 2nd and goal. As long as we are winning. Okay. The Bills isn't even playing that good tonight. Let's hire Deion Sanders. Oh, that's funny. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. Andrew, I want to know though. You didn't tell me how many years that you would want to go ahead and deal with this, as this is going to be passed to Ferguson. It'll be incomplete. 3rd and goal. How many more years would you give Sean McDermott right now? If we lost and there was no more chances of playoffs, or if it's next week and there's no more chances of playoffs, how many more years would you be okay with giving Sean McDermott? You still haven't answered the question. So here we go. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. And this is going to be another handoff and doesn't get there. You need to do the brotherly shove, Cowboys. You got to get in. This is 1 yard. 1 yard. Quick shout out to Ella as well as Robert Elliott for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Let's see if he got it. I don't think he got there. Oh, he may have broke that plane. Yeah, they got to review this because he may have got it. Brock says Dorsey was a scapegoat since he was fired. I don't see any improvement. The Bills seem to be playing exactly the same, so he had to be the scapegoat for McDermott. Here's the real question. Who stopped Josh Allen from playing the way that he was? And then why is he playing the way that he used to now? Answer that question. Somebody actually knows the answer to that. And you should know if you pay attention and if you know the team and if you know the interviews that coaches have had. You'll know exactly why Josh Allen stopped playing the way that he did. Patty says Dorsey. Wrong. It was actually McDermott. If you go back and you listen to one of the interviews during the press conference, he basically said that Josh Allen's play style was not healthy for the team and it needed to change. And he was going to work on creating an atmosphere to where that kind of play style changed. Fast forward to now, we're back to that same play style. Nobody wants Josh to stop playing like he does, just wants him to be smarter, going out of bounds and sliding when appropriate. So then why did Sean McDermott say that he did not want Josh Allen to play the way that he was playing and that it needed to be changed? Go look it up. I'm not making it up. See, when you don't know stuff like that, or when you haven't heard the interview, or when you haven't read between the lines and know what this person said, that's why I said following someone blindly and not understanding. As we're on this quick timeout commercial break, Andrew says because he doesn't want Josh to get hurt. So you're willing to handicap somebody because you feel like they're going to get injured from their play style? Listen, I can tell you this right now. There's no one else on this earth that wants to see the Bills succeed than Jay. But we have to really start digging in and understanding everything and not just following someone blindly because we think they're doing a good job and because they're a nice guy. Well, I don't think you would use the word handicap. So if you have a quarterback that's known to run and you tell him that he has to stop running and throw the ball, is that not handicapping him? As this touchdown, it looks like it's going to be confirmed. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys with another touchdown. And there it is. Extra point is up. It is good. And that's going to lead to 17-3. Cowboys holding it down, taking care of business at home. And there you go. Chloe says, I'm going to be real. I ain't paid much attention to the Bills, but Josh is not in the right hands. Probably in fear of injury. Goofy since it seems like a lot of passing quarterbacks are getting injured. Anywho. Right? Look how much Lamar Jackson runs. Jalen Hurts. Hell, Joe Burrow even runs when he needs to. It's just the reality of it. It's a running league. So when you tell your quarterback, hey, you got to stop running because we're worried about you getting injured, and you know that that's a main part of his game, you're handicapping him. So here we go. After the touchdown, it's going to be 17-3 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this second quarter. Cowboys will be sending it back to the Eagles, and we'll see what they can do. Shout out to you, Faden. Oh, please, Burrow is as soft as they get. You know, it's very interesting you say that because Burrow got to a Super Bowl before Josh Allen did. So if Burrow could get to the Super Bowl before Josh Allen, knowing that Josh Allen is probably more talented, right? Wouldn't that be the coaching? Right? I'm not going to say you just proved my theory, but we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Here we go. As the Eagles will take it from the 25, 1st and 10. And here we go. Here we go. This is going to be a handoff up the middle, and that will be a run of about 6-7 yards as they get to go in 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Hey, Jay, good morning from Thailand to you and your viewers. Shout out to you, Silverado. Much love, man. And did he win it? Then who cares? Okay. He still got there. We can't even get there. And Sean's been coaching the team since 2017. 2017. I understand that you love Sean McDermott. You probably got a shrine up in your house for Sean McDermott. That's totally fine. I respect it. I get it. You got I love Sean McDermott t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. It's totally cool. I get it. I'm just saying open your eyes and be a realist about it. That's all. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. 5 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock and rolling. 5 seconds on the play clock. And here we go. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes, and Hurts is going to keep it. Run up the middle. Cuts back inside. He'll pick up 8 yards in the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Jay, love the Bills game here out in Buffalo. Bills for life. Shout out to you, J2G2. Says if you like the Panthers, then you're just someone who picked that team because of Bryce Young. Eric says coaches know how to use their running style quarterbacks. Bills head coaching job for Jay. Adjustment from UK. Shout out to you, Loco. All right, here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. As Hurts is directing traffic. Snap is off, and this will be a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Gainwell getting in there now. 5 yards in the play to be 1st and 10 at the 41 for the Eagles. Robert says one more year, Jay. Okay. What's up, Kate? Shout out to you, man. Says thanks for being here with us tonight. Shout out to you, Michael. Run those likes up. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 391. We're trying to get to that 500. So if you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 108 more to get to that 500 goal. Let's make it happen. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. This is going to be quarterback run. Keeps it, and he'll just slide. Didn't want to take a hit. It's be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Logo says Russell Wilson was a sensible rushing quarterback when at the Seahawks. Okay. To quote the Bills' previous general manager, if you don't like it, get the hell out of town. You know, that's very easy to say. It's very easy to say. You know, if you don't like something, if you don't like it, just leave. I'll just take my ball and leave. Stop. Right? That's a child's response because you don't want to take accountability for what's going on. You don't want to be held accountable. So it's very easy to say, if you don't like something, I'll just take my ball and leave. Or you can leave. You can go home. It's not acceptable. But, you know, let's stop holding people accountable because we're just blindly loyal to them. Let's do that. This is going to be a pass to Brown. He'll pick up 24 yards. It'll be a big 1st down for these Eagles. Finally get something going as they're now in Dallas territory. And here we go as this is going to be caught. Goddard gets stopped, and he'll get maybe lose a yard, actually. 2nd 11 at the 19. Maurice says, Jay, who the Bills play next? They play the Chargers. That'll be Saturday the 23rd, I think it is. Yeah, the 23rd. So, yeah. Josh says if the Bills make the playoffs, give him one more year. But if they don't, off with his head. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People are mad at me because I'm saying that. They're like, no, you have to accept Sean McDermott and everything that the Bills personnel are doing right now, or you're not a loyal fan. What? All right. I don't see too many other people on YouTube giving away money, giving away jerseys, dealing with all the adversity and all the problems and all the trolls that I deal with when the game's over and the Bills lose, and all the problems that I have to go through with these conversations that none of you people know about because I'm a Bills fan, because I'm loyal to the Bills. But y'all don't want to get into that conversation. Y'all are mad at me because Sean McDermott is a nice guy, Jay, and you have to let him figure it out, even though he's been trying to figure it out since 2017. It's the best that we've had in 20 years. Well, guess what? If you had a relationship that was toxic for the last 20 years and you kept being loyal to it, I'm going to tell you you're stupid and you probably need to let it go and move on to somebody else that's actually going to treat you better. As we're on this timeout commercial break during the 2-minute warning. Shout out to Jeff King. Stockholm Syndrome. Man. Man. Nicholas says, Jay, what is your team? Yo, he ain't paying no attention to the conversation. He ain't paying no attention to the conversation. Nicholas, Bills Mafia, my friend. Donnie says, preach. Isaac says, preach it, Jay. Listen. See, I don't get into this conversation because I don't need to, right? It's nobody's business that I have to deal with the trolls and all the garbage and Bills suck. Josh Allen, he has 93 turnovers, all this in my inbox. Nobody else got to deal with that but me. So guess what? When I'm critical of the team that I've been rooting for almost 40 years, when I'm critical of the team that I commentate on and that I root for every Sunday, that I put the jersey on for like it's my own uniform, like I'm on the field, when my blood pressure gets skyrocketed because they're known as the cardiac kids, listen up. I've earned the right to criticize the Bills organization. I've earned the right to have the conversations that I do. I'm qualified. Jay's got 2 million watch hours on YouTube in regards to football content. I'm more than qualified. So here we go. 2nd 11. Snap is off. Pressure comes. And this is going to be a sack as Hurts goes down. That's going to be a loss of 7. It'll be 3rd and 18. Cowboys defense stepping it up. And there it is. There it is. Tadpole says, hey, Jay, congrats on the win against the Chiefs. I'm glad they won. Without a doubt. Nigga said, my bad, I'm not in depth in football, so everything you're talking about is like rocket science to me. No problem, man. Shannon says, let's talk about the current game. Too much unrelated chat. No, it's all related. It's all related because, you could see the Bills in the playoffs and they make a run. They go to the Super Bowl and it could be the Bills versus the Cowboys. You never know. It's all related. All of it. All of it. Loco says, keep calm, Jay. Chill, my friend. Bills got another one coming. Shout out to you, man. Jay's a 12 man out here you didn't know. Shout out to Jimbo, much love. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 18 for these Eagles. And we'll see if the Cowboys can get another stop and get this ball back. We'll see. Quick shout out to Monty as well as Neil for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. 3rd and 18, minute 55 on the clock left in the second quarter as we have motion. Snap is off. Dallas brings everybody. I'm sure Hurts is on the ground right now as that ball is tipped, and he is. He's getting pulled up, and that's going to lead to a 4th and 18. And there you go. There you go. So the Cowboys will get the ball back with a minute 55 on the clock left in the second quarter and 2 timeouts. Anthony says, love what you're doing, man. It's honestly enjoyable to listen to you. So nice to hear honesty in your commentary. Thank you, Anthony. Shout out to you, man. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Detento says they hit a nerve. Laugh allow all love here. If you can't fight with your friends and still be friends, you're not friends. That is a fact. Listen, we gonna have our hard times. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna get bad. Someone gonna get mad at me, but guess what? At the end of the day, we gonna be all good, and we gonna watch the game and have a good time like we always do. As this kick was almost missed, but it goes in as the Eagles will hit a 44-yarder, and it's now 17-6. 17-6. Old School Fanatic says, the coach is the wrong coach. Not yet. You choosing to get upset with troll talk. That's what creates high blood pressure. No, what creates high blood pressure is basically just watching the game. Nancy says amazingly and disrespectfully underqualified for sure. Well, Nancy, that's an opinion. You blocked me on Facebook because you were upset about what I said in regards to Sean McDermott. But yet you're still here. If I'm so disrespectfully underqualified, why are you still watching me after you blocked me on Facebook? Does that make sense? It's kind of crazy. But let's keep it going. 1,813 viewers, ladies and gentlemen, as we keep it going. Score is 17-6. Minute 48 on the clock left in the second quarter. Listen, I'm not playing tonight. I'm not playing tonight. Not at all. Shout out to you, babe. Big Show says Bills host the Cowboys next Sunday. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Jory says positive energy always creates elevation. Peace. That is facts. Debreeze says Spicy J. Listen, this is for some reason people act like I'm just a YouTuber. This is one of four. Right? I'm a grown man. I've been through a lot of my life. So if you come at me with that garbage in regards to something that I'm passionate about, best believe I'm ready to debate. I'm ready to have that conversation, and we could do it. Father Time says Jay will go all in. You know it. That is a fact. As Local says, are you feeling the Eagles or Cowboys in this one? I got the Cowboys by 7. That was my prediction. Cowboys by 7. As FC The Show says, go Cowboys. Interesting thing is I think that Jay, he's going to be the voice for the Bills. Listen, there's so many people that agree with what I said that it's absolutely ridiculous, right? We did the poll. The poll was very simple. I said, hey, if the Buffalo Bills don't make it to the playoffs, do you think Sean McDermott should be fired? Out of 600 votes, it was 63% that said yes. I'm not the only one that feels this way. So at the end of the day, if you're mad at me, you probably need to be mad at half of the fan base as well. There you go. Taphole says Jay is the best commentary YouTube channel on NFL. Shout out to you, Taphole. Much love. All right. So we have a kickoff back to the Cowboys after the field goal. It's currently 17-6, minute 48 on the clock left in this second quarter. Says if Dallas dominates the Eagles, can say the boys are in San Francisco's league. If Dallas dominates the Eagles, can we say the boys? I'm not sure. Because the 49ers beat them the same way that they beat the Eagles. So, yeah. Jay, who would you want to replace McDermott? I'd probably say a more offensive-minded coach. I think we need a defensive coordinator. I think we need all the roles covered, right? We need an offensive coordinator, we need a head coach, and we need a defensive coordinator. All those roles have to be filled by separate individuals that can get the job done. Instead of one individual thinking that they control the head coaching position and defensive coordinator. So here we go. Quick throw. This is going to be caught 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. As Orange says, Andy Reid. First and 10. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes as Dak goes down. He loses 6 yards. It's now going to be 2nd and 16. And now the Cowboys will go back to the 30. Do you have an unbiased opinion about next week's Bills and Cowboys? Yeah. I don't really give biased opinions for the most part, but yeah, as far as when it comes to predictions, I really enjoy the Cowboys defense. I think the big thing is going to come down to whether or not Dak Prescott can play the way that he's playing, obviously right now, and keep the momentum going. On the flip side, obviously, if you run into a situation to where Josh Allen tries to go out there and do too much, tries to force the ball, throw a pick like he did earlier against this defense, it's going to be very different, and he's going to struggle to potentially find a lane to run in because it's not going to be as open as we've seen with the Chiefs defense. So, yeah, I do think this could be a game where it does come down to the wire, just like the Chiefs game. But I'm not sure about the score yet. We'll get into that, obviously, as we get into the predictions for Week 15. So this will be a quick pass over to Lamb, and this will lead to a flag. 44 seconds left on the clock in this second quarter. Logo says Pete Carroll for the Bills. I mean, he's got Super Bowl experience, right? Eric Bieniemy knows that Eric Bieniemy can do anything Eric Bieniemy puts Eric Bieniemy's mind to. Shout out to Midge. Chloe says, what I'm really curious to see is how Dak handles the AFC side of things on the last bit of the schedule. I can see them losing both potentially. Yeah, everybody knows that the last few weeks of the season is where things really heat up anyways, right? It definitely can go either way because everybody's stepping up. Everybody's looking to, play at the top level because it most likely comes down to some kind of seeding or some kind of placement, and there's playoff implications involved, right? The games are up in the last 3 weeks. So you're either out or you're in or you're trying to get in, and that's why everybody plays with their heart out. As Dustin says, yo, Jay, just got home from work. Stoked. I made it for the second half at least. Shout out to you, Dustin. Much love, man. Cowboys are notorious for killing it and then playing like high schoolers at the end. So let's see. It's true. We know the history behind Dak and, obviously having a great season and getting into the playoffs and just, failing. But I do feel like this year may be different. I do. And I know it's very easy to just say that, but from what I'm seeing even right now, right, I don't think anybody expected the Cowboys to be as dominant as they are in this game. And if they can keep this up, then Dallas is going to be hard to beat. They'll be hard to beat. So here we go. 1st and 10 for these Cowboys. 44 seconds on the clock as Dak is directing traffic. Gallop motions. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Dak steps up. He's just going to keep it and run, and he'll slide, picking up 4 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 6 at the 31. Jared says, I've solved all your problems, Jim Harbaugh. We're talking about Jim Harbaugh. I definitely think he'd be a good option. The question is if it would happen, when, right? If it would happen and if it could happen, when would it happen? It ain't even Dak. Romo flunked hard in the playoffs. Okay. Dallas has Super Bowl chances if they win this game, for sure. Shout out to you, Ashley. Daniel says, boys win. It's 5 in a row. It's respect time. All right. Why do we get one-dimensional quarterbacks anymore? No more utility quarterbacks like McNair and Vic. To be honest, Timo, because the game changed, right? The game changed. Back then, it was way more physical. Now it's, all about speed, finesse, and things like that. But yeah, it was way more physical back then. So you had to have that utility quarterback. So yeah. With that said, we're in a quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. All right, there we go. 2nd and 6, deep throw, and that is caught, but they're going to be just short. Just short, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get this sound. There we go. There we go. 1st and goal. They're going to be just short. Big pickup for the Cowboys. Just like that. They're right there. Ready to score at the 1. They're trying to run this thing up, but I like it. Keep your foot on the gas, Cowboys. That's how you're supposed to do it. Don't stop. Keep your foot on the gas. Don't play conservative. Get out there and do what you need to do to run that score up. It's now 1st and goal at the 1. Shout out to Jeff King. Says, do you think deep down Nancy is harboring feelings for you? Well, you know, she got really mad at me in regards to what I posted on Facebook. And then, you know, she basically said that I can't speak for I didn't speak for her because she didn't feel that way in regards to what I said when I said that I think I speak for most Bills fans when we're tired of excuses and mediocrity. If you didn't agree with that statement, then I'm just going to have to assume that, you know, you're okay with excuses and mediocrity, because that's what I said in that statement. That's what I still stand on. So then Nancy goes, hey, you know, you don't speak for me, and got really upset and really mad at me and then blocked me on Facebook. But then 24 hours later, she's watching the stream and commenting in the chat, and there you go. So I like Nancy. I had no problem with Nancy. I thought she was great. I enjoyed the conversation with her, but it just goes to show that some people don't like when you have a difference of opinion from them and they can't debate with you without getting upset or being emotional. And that's why I don't really get too deep sometimes, because people don't understand where I'm coming from, or they don't want to, because I don't see things their way. With that said, it's going to be a 1-yard touchdown for Gallup, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Cowboys will strike again, but there is a flag. So we'll have to see here what's going on. We'll have to see here what's going on. Is there going to be an issue here? I don't think there is. I think this should be good to go. Extra point is good. And there it is. 24-6 is your score, ladies and gentlemen, with 20 seconds left in this second quarter. So there you go. There you go. There you go. Shout out to you, Josh Hawkins. What up, man? Shout out to Jeff King. Says, I've had 47 years of excuses. You can't speak for me. You can speak for me any day. P.S. I just subscribed. Shout out to me. Shout out to you, Jeff. Thank you for the 47. Well, I don't want to thank you for that. That's a bad thing. You've had 47 years of excuses, and I'm glad that you've allowed me to speak on your behalf, considering that we're both in the Bills Mafia. Thank you for the support, Jeff. Thank you for the love. Much, much appreciated. I'm glad that some people have given me the thumbs up to speak for them in regards to things that make sense, because I'm a realist. So shout out to you, man. Lars, you don't see things my way. You don't see things my way. Absolutely hilarious. Jesse says, as a lifelong Dolphins, I respect the Bills, but I also hate them. When I was a kid, I watched my Dolphins lose at home in the AFC Championship game to Kelly and those Bills. Shout out to you, Jesse. Yeah, you know, kind of like how, you know, Tom Brady handled business, right? As a Bills fan, you know, I hated Tom Brady for a long time. Respected his game, loved his play style. But at the, you know, in the back of your heart, you hated the man because, you know, he was beating up on the Bills. Just the reality of it. Just the reality of it. So there you go. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. And here we are. Here we are. 20 seconds left on the clock. And this is going to be a handoff up the middle, as this is going to be Swift cutting back inside. Will pick up about 6 yards. It'll now be 2nd down. And they'll stop the clock at 13 seconds. Stop the clock at 13 seconds. So Tyrone says it's just passion. Of course, man. Jared says, Jay, who wins, Oregon Ducks or Liberty Flames? That's an interesting one. I'd probably have to say, and I'm completely guessing right now. I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to do that to you. Christopher says, I'm not a Bills fan, but I agree with you. Okay. Not a problem. Shout out to Jimbo, yo. Here we go. 2nd and 4, 14 seconds on the clock as they takes a snap. Pressure comes. Hurts throws deep, and that's going to be caught. What a catch. As Brown gets it going, but they're going to review this, I think, here. Yeah, they're going to review this. Did he get the foot down? Ooh, he dragged it. What a catch. No, he's out of bounds. That right foot was just touching the white. That's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete. So there you go. There you go. So, Jeff King says, ooh, Stephen A. Smith is having a bad night tonight. What did he say? You know, he's always talking about the Cowboys. Well, what did he say? Ducks easy? Okay. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete. Third and 4, here we go. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. Cuts back inside. And that will lead to a first down. And they'll just let the clock run out. We're at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are at halftime. Score is 24-6. Eagles obviously will be getting the ball back to start the third quarter. I'm going to take a quick break. And I'll be back to start the third quarter. Shout out to you guys. I will be back.
Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, as we prepare for the third quarter. So, fix this up here. Get that taken care of. All right. Bob says Dallas keep playing like this, and the 49ers will be watching the Super Bowl from home. Wow. Bob, you feeling yourself, huh? Bob feeling himself. Dallas versus 49ers NFC Championship. I like it. Shout out to Frankie. What up, man? What's going on with you? Spark says it's crazy the Bears beat the Lions. I agree. It's kind of crazy. For sure. Is this really an MVP caliber Hurts game? Andrew says someone better call Shady McCoy. Get Shady on the line. I like Shady, especially when he was with the Bills. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right. So I think, what was the best game today? Anybody got a best game for today? I'll tell you the craziest one. Vikings and the Raiders. That thing was insane. Absolutely insane. Bob says, don't lie to yourself, Jay. You know what you're seeing. He's like, you know what you're looking at right now. It's 24-6. It's 24-6. Yeah, and I don't think anybody expected that either, right? 3-0? Like, that's crazy. Legend says Rams versus Ravens. Yeah, that was a really good one. It was a good one. What about the Jags and the Browns, right? I called the Browns by 3. They won 27-31. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. That was a good one. Jets crushing the Texans. Nobody expected that. There's a lot of weird stuff today, right? The Lions losing to the Bears. Obviously, I predicted the Saints winning. They took care of business. San Francisco 28-16. I mean, that was a good me. Broncos. I had the Broncos winning. Surprisingly, I did give them 7. They won 24-7. So yeah, things were very, very crazy today as far as Week 14 for sure. That is for sure. Frankie says Dallas Cowboys versus Eagles. Okay. Jared, lots of upsets today. Yeah. Without a doubt. Tony about to be up all night fighting with Giants fans. Says, how about those Bills holding on for dear life? It's so funny. It's so funny because if you go look at the post that I put up, what was it, 24 hours ago? No, 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago. Everyone's like, oh, eat your words. And what happened? And now. And it's like, you giving that win to Sean McDermott? Like, I really want to know. Are Bills fans really giving that win to Sean McDermott? That's a serious question. I need somebody in the chat to tell me. Not anyone. I need a real Bills fan. Someone that really, really rocks with the Bills. To tell me if they're giving this a win to Sean McDermott. I need to know. Anthony says, I believe that I have the Cowboys covering 4. I just need the total to stand at 53. Okay. Player of the game for the Raiders game is a kicker. Purple says a win is a win. And yeah, I mean, I get it. Patrick says, I can't wait till he is fired. Dottie says, I'm giving that one to Tony. Right? Bob says, I'm not giving it to Allen, who threw for 53%. I give that win to James Cook. Great game, right? Oh, yeah, James Cook had a great game. He was out there balling, doing his job, right? How about Stephon Diggs and the drop passes? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Because, right, all this getting mad and upset. Hey, I'm not getting the ball. I need more touches. And then you dropping passes on open screens? Okay. Robert says, it's not over, Jay. Tomorrow night, you might have the Giants beat the Packers, but I doubt it. Listen, if the Giants beat the Packers, I'm going to laugh for multiple reasons. Like, if it's just like some like crazy blowout too, oh, I would just be laughing for multiple reasons, and some of you know why. Shout out to Jeff King, says, am I glad we won? Yes. Did it restore my confidence in the coaching? Hell no. We got lucky. Shout out to you, Jeff King. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back for the third quarter. And here we go as the Cowboys will send it to the Eagles, and it's going to be a touchback. They'll start at the 25, 1st and 10. Purple's laughing, but I know exactly why you laughing, and you know I know why you laughing. Shout out to Purple. I know exactly why you laughing. Exactly why. Exactly why. Let's go. All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 for these Eagles as Hurts is directing traffic. Swift motions, and that's going to be a jump by the Cowboys. That's going to be offsides on Parsons. So give the Eagles 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 now. 1st and 5. Shout out to Dave, says, and Josh we trust. Well, this week, no, right? He played smart for the most part, and then obviously threw that pick, which was a boneheaded move because you didn't have to force it, right? You could have just threw it away. So yeah, Chastity says, do you think the Panthers will fix their issues next season? Yeah, I do think they'll fix the problems they have. I'm not sure you can fix Bryce Young's height though. I mean, maybe if you have him play on stilts, then he can see over that line properly and let some plays develop. But that's going to be a run by Swift for 7 yards. It's now going to be 1st and 10 at the 37. And here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. Handoff. And there it is. There it is. It's going to be 2nd and 3 now. Philly, more like silly. Tyrone, is it the coaches or the front office? For which one? Looks like there's going to be some kind of an injury here. A Dallas player down on the field. We'll have to see who's currently down. Currently down. Yeah, there's going to be an injury. Quick shout out to Maverick for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Also, shout out to Brenda Daniels for becoming a member. Let's go, Brenda. Shout out to you. Welcome. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. Chastity says, who do you think is the best Panther quarterback? Like in history? I mean, that's easy. You know, Cam Newton. Jared says, I hate Skip Bayless now. He is going to be going nuts after this Dallas win. Well, I mean, I call Dallas for the victory. That's just the reality of it. And, with that said, I think the writing was on the wall for the Eagles over the last couple of weeks. It's been there for the last 4 weeks for me. The close victories, the barely winning, all the hype. So, yeah. Tommy DeVito was a good Italian boy. You leave him alone. He's with us. Shout out to you, Robert. Stephon Diggs wants to be a Cowboy, right? If we don't make it to the playoffs, you think he goes to the Cowboys? Shout out to you, Cedric. Timo says, can I get a shout out to my homeboy from Penn State? Shout out to you, Timo. We're in a quick timeout commercial break. Score is 24-6. Eagles have the ball at their 37, 1st and 10. OBJ says Cowboys is going to win. Yes, they are. Did Cam dress his way out the league? That's hilarious, Daniel. Leave that man's style alone. Leave his drip alone. Leave that man's drip alone. What banner does Nick Wright drop tomorrow after the Bills beat his Chiefs? Ooh, that's a good one. I can't wait to see what Nick Wright's got to say. Right? How did that Mahomes Mountain thing even happen? What's the story behind it? I never knew about it. Shout out to Purple. Jared says, I agree. I thought Dallas would win. I just hate Skip Bayless. Tej Moore says, yo, Jay, shout out all the way from Michigan. Let's go, man. Let's go. Shout out to you. Much love. Shout out to everybody out of Michigan coming through, showing the love. Also, quick shout out to Roy Henson 1 as we get back at it. 2nd and 4 for these Eagles. And here we go as Hurts is directing traffic. Snap is off. Pressure comes, and this is going to be a handoff for Swift. Picks up 6 yards, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 for your Eagles as they get to the 49. There you go. Strawgy says, I was wrong about the Bills by 1 false start. By 1. Shout out to Wiggins as Cam would have Patriots contending right now and Cam would have Steelers winning AFC. Yeah, I think Cam Newton was just from that old era, I think the game's a lot different for him, and this ball is going to come out. That's a fumble recovery by the Cowboys. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Brown gets it for 8 yards, loses it. That's going to be a fumble recovered by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, what a rip out, Gilmore. Good job. We should have never let him go. What a rip out by Gilmore, and the Cowboys will recover it. They'll take over 1st and 10. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Says Eagles might be a 2 seed if they lose tonight. Ike says, Jay, you feeling real good tonight. I hear you talking that talk. I'm guessing the teams you wanted to win won and the ones you felt was going to lose lost. Oh, yeah. No, the Bills got a victory. I'm excited. I'm happy about it. It's bittersweet. But, yeah. I'm definitely feeling great. I'm feeling great. Without a doubt. Even though 0.1% of Bills Mafia hates me right now because I disagree with them about Sean McDermott. Here we go. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. This is going to be taken by Prescott. Throws deep, going for it all, and that was dropped. CeeDee Lamb couldn't reel it in. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now from the 38. 3rd and 9 from the 38. As Lorenzo says, A.J. Brown fumble. He also fumbled in that Bills game, too. It's true. Von Miller scored a touchdown in the Broncos Super Bowl from a strip sack on Cam and won the MVP. Shout out to you, Bob. Let's go, man. Niners about to take the 1 seed spot in the NFC. Yes, they are. Here we go. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Lamb should have caught that for sure. Here we go. 3rd and 9. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. And that'll be Pollard for 5 yards, but it will be 4th and 4, and they'll go ahead and punt. Send this back to the Eagles. Nichelle says, last year, the Eagles were unstoppable, but this year they became the Panthers. Wow. Y'all see, I'll be giving hot takes. He said the Panthers. That's crazy. I ain't going to go that far. Liam says, who is your favorite team? Bills Mafia. Also, quick shout out to Raph for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. Did the Cowboys lead the division with the win? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Punt is off. And this is going to be taken from the 9. Get some space still inside, and he gets ripped down. And they'll start at the 27, 1st and 10. Wiggins says, what is happening to the Eagles? Listen, the started to almost look like abandoned ship. It's only a matter of time before they start calling for Nick Sirianni's head. It's only a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen, before they start calling for Nick Sirianni's head. Quick shout out to Emily Connors as well as Theo McKinney for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Spark says we'd be tied, though, depending on the stats, the game here. Or the Eagles became the Titans. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, so with the loss here, Philly goes from the number 1 seed to the 5 seed? Really? Is it that drastic of a drop? I'm going to have to go look at it. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at it. Ken says, stay true to you, Jay. Bills Mafia leader for sure. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, without a doubt. You know, I'm going to always be me. And, you know, hate it, love it. It is what it is. You know? Shout out to Will. Says Hurts going to leave the field again. Head to the locker room. Yeah, that was terrible. I don't want to see that, right? I want this man to stick it out, ball out, hopefully come back and make it a game. I don't want to see, you know, start the fourth quarter and he's like, I got to go to the bathroom. Shout out to Jeff King. Says folks hitting the sack. Always a pleasure. Have a safe and healthy week, Jay. Just subscribe. Shout me out. Shout out to Jeff King. Much love to you, Jeff. Much love. What's happening to the Eagles? Can you not see the Cowboys? Or what's happening? Quick shout out to Jeff Stavisky for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Robert says, let's keep this pace going. I agree, Robert. Let's keep the pace going. Let's keep the foot on the pedal, right? Let's not play conservative and keep it going, right? Keep running up that score and you'll be winning at home convincingly, without a doubt. So we get to this quick commercial break as we are currently on a timeout. And yeah. Still getting to the commercial break. Here we go. First and a dime for these Eagles. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. Nick Saban can't even work his magic right now. Hurts might have to go to the bathroom if he can't win. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. As this is going to be a play fake. Hurts drops back. Deep throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That ball could have been picked off. Unfortunately, it was. Fortunately, it wasn't. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now at the 27. Quick shout out to AJ Falcon as well as Trim2579 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Amy Evans says, why did my name not pop up when I subscribed? It is random. So I don't have any kind of control. But I do thank you for subscribing, Amy Evans, and also shout out to each and every one of you if I did miss your name for subscribing. Thank you. Here we go. 2nd and 10. As this is going to be a handoff up the middle, and that'll be 4 yards picked up by Swift. It'll now be 3rd and 6 at the 31. 11 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock and rolling in this third quarter. Lorraine says, Jay, I see you have a lot of cow girls here tonight. Talking tough. Hey, listen. That's what football's about. Camaraderies. I'm going to give you all my best Stephen A impression. That's what it's all about. Camaraderies. Talking. Beefing it out. Going back and forth. Here we go. 3rd and 6 for these Eagles. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This is going to be incomplete. Hurts had to get rid of it because he was about to get taken down. And that's going to lead to 4th and 6 and a punt coming up. Let's see if they try the fake thing again. A score would be the best medicine for the Eagles. They're in the Placido group, I guess. Okay. Gregory says, stop complaining. My name didn't pop up. Gregory, we're going to let that one go, sir. We try to keep it family friendly. So no vulgarity, but we'll let that one go. Now that you know. So here we go. Kick is off. It's going to be a fair catch. And there should be a flag here. Spark Tablet says, you didn't call my name, Jay. You didn't call my name. So now we'll give props on the Bills win. Bob, really? I mean, I thank you for it, but I knew you was upset about it. Gregor, you're all good. You know the rules now, so you're good. You're good. We got kids in here, so we try to keep it family friendly. You know. Nicholas, stop it. Stop it. Listen, I'm not gonna beat up on nobody that's upset with me because something I said. If they didn't like it, they didn't like it. You know. See, now that I've gotten older, I'm in my older days. I think back to a lot of the things that my dad said, and I've applied them to my life later on in his age. You know, and I remember something that he said years ago that I'll never forget. Some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? And I've always lived by that. So if you rock with Jay, you rock with Jay. If you don't rock with Jay, you don't rock with Jay. The train will keep moving. The train don't stop. And that's just what it is. Shout out to you, Bob. We're in a quick timeout commercial break. Score is 24-6, 11 minutes and 1 second left in this third quarter as the Cowboys will get it back. 1st and 10. Shout out to Orange Plays. Shout out to Father Time. Oh, man. You guys are hilarious tonight. Absolutely hilarious. What up, Melvin? What's going on with you, bro? The Miz says, if you're giving out shout outs, I want one. Shout out to you, Demish. I'll give out shout outs for the next 30 seconds. So if you want one, you better hop in the chat and ask for it, and I'll try to give it out. If you want a shout out, shout out. We'll call this the shout out time. You better hop in the chat and hurry up. Ask for your shout out while you got time. THM says it's fun in here. Enough said. Let's go. Shout out to Naselda coming in the house. How you doing, Naselda Intera? Hope I said that right. Shout out to you. Shout out to FNGHGT. All right. Raf says Eagles have been getting a lot of calls. They played a perfect game in Miami. All right. Shout out to Champions NFL. Some random guy says, you wild. You already know, man. You know, I'm on 10. I'm feeling good. The Bills won, did their thing. And I'm feeling great. Tyler says, love you, Jay. Wise man. Shout out to JJ Smoke 62. Let's go. See, you know what's funny is people don't realize how important this channel is and a lot of the relationships that I've built as we get to this commercial break. JJ Smoke hit me up a while ago, a long time ago, and sent me a nice long message. And I'll never forget that, JJ Smoke. I'll never forget that. It meant a lot to me. And just want to let you know that I appreciate you still being here in place. And I know you know what I mean when I say that. So I do appreciate you, JJ. Even though sometimes I don't see you because the comments are going crazy, I see you. Much love. Much love. So random guy says that was an awesome dub from the Bills and Ravens too, without a doubt. Yeah, I love the Ravens one. The Ravens game was crazy. I did expect them to win, but they had to earn it for sure. Shout out to Jessica. What up, Jessica? Says Panthers Christmas list says new head coach, general manager, better offense, and Cowboys for the win tonight. Sounds like an interesting list. That is for sure. All right, quick throw that's going to be incomplete. Try to get over to Pollard. It's now going to be 3rd and 10 from the Dallas 45. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Man, this game is moving at a snail's pace. It is, Darth. But hey, that's what we're here for. We're here for football. What's up, Tara? What's going on with you all the way from Clymer, New York? Clymer, New York. Gregory says good vibes all around, always. Always. Devin says Bills got saved today by Kadarius Toney's toes. We demand y'all trade us Diggs. Devin, you want me to give the win to Kadarius Toney? I ain't even gonna be mad at you. I'll give it to you. So this is gonna be Dak going down. He fumbles the ball, and that's gonna be a touchdown for the Eagles. Wow. You have got to be kidding me. What? Really, Dak? All right, hold on. We got to see the replay because this is crazy. Takes a snap, rolls out. Oh, it was stripped. Good strip by Reddick. Good strip. Well, now, this makes things a little interesting, right? This makes things a little interesting, just a little bit, because obviously, you know, Cowboys is looking a little dominant, but when you have a strip sack and things change, and then it goes to an 11-point game, things get a little different. It's a little different. As Purple says, the choking is starting to happen. Oh, we're in a timeout commercial break. It's now an 11-point game, 24-13 after the strip sack fumble. Dak ran in for 6. So there you go. There you go. As Robert says, Dak has been playing error-free football until now. Right? It's crazy. Ryan Devlin in the building. What's up, Ryan? Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Ryan, how'd you feel about that win today? Were you happy about it? Were you ecstatic about it? Let me know how you felt about it. No, not even a joke, Ryan. I need you to be a little serious because I know you make jokes and they're a little out of bounds sometimes. But I want your real response. I was scared. You were scared. That's what you say right now. Did you? When the game was over, did you let out a huge sigh of relief like Sean McDermott? Emmy says, who you going for? I had the Cowboys by 7. No, Ryan, I want your real input. Dak doing his best Jalen Hurts Super Bowl impression. Okay. Wait, big boy Jalen Carter ran that back. He did. He was running slow, but he ran that thing in. That's for sure. Gerger says, just come back better next drive. Okay. Oh, man. Absolutely hilarious. So, we're at a quick timeout commercial break. Cowboys will be getting the ball back after the touchdown by the Eagles scores 24-13. There it is. Mahomes wasn't happy during his press conference. Oh, did you see Mahomes' face? Listen, I have never seen Mahomes react like that after a loss. I have never seen Patrick Mahomes react like that after a loss. It was absolutely wild. I sat there, I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen this kid's face get red. His face was red. That's how mad he was. So here we go. Eagles will kick it back, and this is going to lead to a touchback. So the Cowboys will take it at the 25, 1st and 10. Spark says, how I get made from the strip sack and then laugh at you, Jay. Get mad from the strip sack and then laugh. See, that's what I'm here for. The entertainment. Refs will get to you. He was furious. Oh yeah. Yeah. He slammed his helmet down, and I've never seen Patrick like that. Right. It was like we're sitting there. Right. It was sitting there and you're watching it. And you know how like you're really surprised that somebody like acting in a certain way. And it was like, Patrick, what? You had to do a jump back. I was like, Patrick, this isn't you. You don't act like this. And it got interesting. So here we go. It's full on Kermit voice. 2nd and 5. Here we go as we have motion from Pollard. Prescott directing traffic, takes a snap, has time, gets out of the pocket, quick throw out to the flat. That's by Pollard, steps up, and he will get the first down. 6 yards on the catch. They'll get to the 36. as we are just approaching the 10-minute mark and rolling. Devin says, passion, he'll play harder. You know what's funny, though? Well, it's not even funny. It took a few years, right? It took a few years, but I think everyone figured out Patrick Mahomes. That's just the reality of it. I think defenses figured out Patrick Mahomes as Dak throws his that was almost picked off. Try to get it to Gallup. It's going to be incomplete. I think defenses figured out Patrick Mahomes, and now he's in need of some help. He's in need of some help. Rick says Tony is the MVP, right? Yeah, he had a Bills jersey under that Chiefs jersey. We owe that man a gift basket for Christmas. Here we go. 2nd and 10. This is going to be a handoff, as that's now going to be to Dowdle for about 4, and he's currently down on the field. That does not look good. That does not look good. T. Higgins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if Chiefs can get T. Higgins, that would definitely be a huge pickup. But it looks like Dowdle is currently down on the field, unfortunately, and I'm trying to see why. Looks like he may have came down wrong on something, but yeah, he's holding the hammy, it looks like, unfortunately. The Chiefs need a wide receiver. It's been an issue with every loss this season, shooting ourselves in the foot. No, I agree. You need a couple. Whatever you need to do, you need a couple. Mahomes may have to restructure that contract. He may have to be like, listen, I'm willing to go ahead and just sacrifice some money so I can get a couple guys here that can catch the ball. Without a doubt. Quick shout out to Lamonte Nichols for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Blackboard says, watch the Eagles defense step it up. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to you guys. 1,659 viewers, 544 likes. The next goal is going to be 750. If you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. The next goal is going to be 750. We need 204 more likes, 204 more thumbs up to hit that goal. Shout out to you guys for making it happen. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course Sunday. Make sure that you guys lock it in. Much love. I do appreciate the support. All right. The team accountant figured out Kansas can't afford good wide receivers because of Holmes' contract. Bills headed there next year. No, he's going to have to probably give up some money. He's probably going to have to give up some money. So we'll see. Will Dak crack at the 4th, or will he catch up and turn it up? Once you start playing frazzled, weird things happen. Mahomes doesn't seem like the type to give up money for the betterment of the team. I don't know. I think he's got the character for it. We'll see. Royal says, Jay, you owe me a Devontae Smith jersey since the Bills lost. But they won. I'm confused. Lamonte says, feel like if Dallas wins this game, they're going to be really dangerous for the rest of the season because of the motivation, because they have been tired of being the laughingstock of the NFL. I like that, Lamonte. I do. And obviously, we know that McCarthy and Dak's job was on the line starting the season. So there's a lot to prove. People forget that, right? It's not just like, all right, they played well for the season, all will be forgiven. No, it's like, okay, you played well for the season. We still need to get to the playoffs, the championship, and potentially get to the Super Bowl because that's what Jerry Jones is paying for. There you go. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. What a catch by Ferguson in traffic. Has a blocker still going, and he'll pick up 32 yards as they'll get to the 28. 1st and 10. Ferguson's fired up, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. Timo says Mahomes is greedy. There was a special report about it. He isn't as charitable as he's made out to be. Really? I'm gonna have to read that. Check it out. Send me a link if you got it, Timo. I just want to read that. Maybe something to talk about. Says the Chris Jones holdout hurt us the most during the offseason. We missed out on D-Hop because of it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Shout out to Scare. Says, let's go. And here we go. Quick throw out to the flat. Gets it to Pollard. Makes a quick cut back inside. Goes back outside. And he'll pick up 6 yards in the play. It's now 2nd and 4 as they get to the Philly 22. Thoughts on Diggs' performance? 4 catches, 11 targets, 24 yards. He disappears when he is needed most. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. Daniel, listen. It's all about the wins. A win's a win, right? We don't got to talk about Sean McDermott no more. We don't got to talk about Diggs dropping the ball. We don't need to talk about Josh Allen throwing the interception when he didn't need to and forcing it in double coverage. We're just going to say it's a win, and it's a win, and that's it, right? We're not going to talk about anything else, and we're just going to keep it moving because people will get mad at you and get upset. So there you go. Diggs is a possession receiver, no good after the catch, and easily covered if you focus on him. So this is going to be a flag here on Dallas. They're going to get called for clipping, and that's going to lead to 15 yards loss. It's now 2nd and 19 as they'll get pushed back to the 37. So there you go. The Miz says, did any receivers show up? I didn't hear Gabe Davis or Shakir. Hey, I'm sitting there rocking a Gabe Davis jersey all game, and did he do anything? Did he get me any fantasy points? Let's not talk about it. I don't want anybody getting upset. Not at all. So they're saying it's a bad call, and I would agree. So here we go, 2nd and 19. I kind of got that impression about Mahomes not giving up money easily about when he was on the quarterback show on Netflix. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to have to check that out. Shout out to Red Hood. What up, man? You know what's crazy? I'm not going to go there. I'm not. I don't want to cause any trouble tonight because if I go there, I'm going to cause some trouble. This is going to be a handoff to Dotto for 4 yards. It'll now be 3rd and 15 as it gets to the 33. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do it. John P, speaking of points, Jay, where are you at on points this weekend? Let's see here. Oh, I'm at 105. Took care of business. 105 versus 55.98. There you go. There you go, my friend. There you go. As Dak's going to run and keep this, and that's going to be a pickup here of 10, but it doesn't matter because they're going to get hit with the holding call. Push back, and it's going to be 3rd and 25 now from the Philly 43. Red Hood says, take it there. Just Rod 85 says, go there. See, y'all love to start no trouble. Y'all want me to start trouble tonight. I'm not trying to do it. I just want to call a nice, clean game and entertain you guys. And y'all want me to go down the rabbit hole. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Gregory says, now you have to say it. I mean, yeah. Beckham Prod says, I had Gabe Davis on my bench. I'm glad. Why? Why would you put Gabe Davis on your bench? He didn't show up for the last 4 games. You should still have him inactive on your fantasy team, Beckham Prods. You know what? You're not a Bills fan anymore because you took Gabe Davis off of your active roster and put him on the bench. You need to stay loyal to him, even though he wasn't being productive. You're not a real fan, Beckham Prods, because you chose to take out Gabe Davis and he didn't get you any points. Here we go. Here we go. Dallas will end up kicking a field goal here. 59-yarder coming up. And here we go. Here we go. Shout out to Josh Anthony. What up, man? Kick is up. And it is good. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. So Cowboys will go up now 27-13. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in this third quarter as we take a quick timeout commercial break. Jeff Whiteside says, you're right. We just want to hear the game. See, there you go. There you go. Bills won. It's a good day. Who knows how many of those left? Once again, win's a win, guys. What's going on with Dallas and the Eagles? Shout out to Melvin. Well, the Bills won. It was great. And now we're going to move on to the Eagles and the Cowboys. DeMid says, there's Jay the Casual. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Timo says, third string AJ McCarron on the finish. You're not a real Bengals fan if you don't still have AJ McCarron on your fantasy, Timo. You better show some loyalty, my friend. Better show some loyalty. Tyrone says, you firing fans too? Getting rid of everybody. Getting rid of everybody. Listen, you know what's crazy though? I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think I think my loyalty is being tested, right? Because if I was a weak person, if I was a weak-minded individual, from all the hate that I've been getting from Bills Mafia the last 48 hours, I would have been like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna burn these jerseys and not root for any team. I'll just call all 32. And I won't be a Bills fan anymore because nobody agrees with me, even though some people do. And I'm being a realist. And I'm not just following the trend because I veered off of my own path. And nobody wants to understand me. So I'm going to go ahead and burn my jerseys and move on because they're not showing me love anymore. It doesn't matter. Not worried about that garbage. You know how fair weather fans are? This is what happens. You want to know what happens? All is well in Buffalo for the next 7 days. All is well in Buffalo for the next 7 days. Josh Allen, yes. Sean McDermott, yes. Yes. Stephon Diggs, yes. We lose to the Chargers. Josh Allen is trash, man. I don't know. I just don't understand it. Sean McDermott, we got to figure it out, man. Stephon Diggs, he dropped the ball. I don't get it, man. Fair weather fans, I'm very consistent. That's the difference. But people would rather have that opposed to someone that's consistent and real about it, week by week and every week. As it's now going to be Swift for 2 yards in the run. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for these Eagles. Shout out to Tyrone says, I bleed Jets green. I understand. You know how it go, man. You know how it go. You know exactly how it go. Typical. Oh, man. Oh, man. Buffalo 66 is a therapy film. Says, there you go, Jay. Consistent. Yeah, just be consistent. Be consistent as you're going to have Hurts go in for the brotherly love, the brotherly shove. Picking up 2 yards. It's now going to be 1st and 10 as they get to the Dallas 47. Clock will roll at 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Score is 27-13. Lars says, hey, wait, did you just go there? He said it just like that, too. Beckham Pride says, I'm going to start Davis next week. I had Zeke Elliott starting instead. Yo, I'm done. That is absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. As this is going to be a play fake. Hurts gets this over to Goddard, makes a quick move, breaking tackles, big first down. And that's going to be 15 yards as they'll get to the 32, 1st and 10 for these Eagles. There it is. FaZe J says, who you got? I got the Cowboys by 7, my friend. That was my prediction. That was my prediction. Without a doubt. The brotherly shove has a 97% success rate. They need to do a whole drive with just brotherly shoves. Just do it. Just do it, without a doubt. And here we go. Justin says, the worst part about all this Sean talk is you're more focused about everyone's feelings. You're not calling a great game now. Really? Am I? All right. Well, maybe you didn't want to hear about Sean, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, maybe I was just over talking, exposing some emotions from individuals that I had to deal with. That's fine. I'll just get back to the game. Do your job, Jay. Do your job. Here we go. 2nd and 11. What's up, TJ? 2nd and 11 for these Eagles as Hurts is back in the shotgun. Pressure comes. Gets out of the pocket. Throws deep, going for it all. And he drops it at the last second. Smith can't reel it in. And that's going to be 3rd and 11. Leah says, I don't know much about NFL. Do you guys think this game is go under 56? Please, I need an answer. I don't know much about NFL. Do you guys think this game is going to go under 56? Please, I need an answer. Leah Reyes, I'm just going to tell you this right now. If you're gambling and you don't know anything about football, please stop and find an expert to talk to so you don't lose your money. All right? Please do that because that's very, very important. That you talk to somebody and you learn what's going on. Don't gamble if you don't understand what's going on. This is going to be caught here by Hurts. Sorry, Hurts. Throws this. I'm just discombobulated right now. This is going to be 3 yards on the pass, as it's not going to be 4th and 8. And they'll have it at the Dallas 30, and this will potentially lead to a field goal. As Devin says, she needs to talk to someone. Yes, please talk to someone. Pick up a phone. Find an individual, preferably probably over the age of about 35, maybe 40, that can give you some real insight and talk to you about football and betting and all that kind of stuff. And then go from there. So here we go. 4th and 9. 4th and 9. They're gonna go for it. They're going to go for it, which is crazy because they get the playoff and you're in a position to kick a field goal and you go for it on 4th and 9 in the 3rd quarter with 25 seconds left. I don't know what I'm witnessing right now. Is today real? Yeah, holler at Jimbo. He'll help you out. My man Jimbo's got you covered. Hurts needs to rent a car and go home. What are the Eagles doing? You're going to go for it on 4th and 9 when you could have kicked the field goal? It's the 3rd quarter. Okay. We'll get back to it. This is going to be a handoff up the middle, and that'll be 3 yards in the play. It's now 2nd and 7 for these Cowboys, as they'll have it at the 32. Score is going to be 27-13, ladies and gentlemen, and that will take us to a quick timeout commercial break. There is some wild stuff going on today for sure. People going for it on 4th and 9 at the 29 in the 3rd quarter when they could just kick a field goal and get some guaranteed points and make it a 10-point game. Hey, I'm not a coach. I just call the games and entertain you guys. So there you go. We're in a quick timeout commercial break. It is a commercial break. Wow. I gotta fix that. Come on, Jay, get it together. There we go. All right. Absolutely. Says Jay, my boys, your boys next week. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Shout out to you, Priscilla. Said Timo says, but the analytics said to Jay. The analytics said to go for it on 4th and 9 at the 29 in the third quarter. Oh, man. It says drop a 1-yard play for that, eh? JJ says that was crazy. Kick the damn ball, right? Kick the damn ball. Take the points. Make it a 10-point game. There you go. Jimmy Love says the fix is in for Legends. I'm good, man. How you doing? I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Having a good time and enjoying today. I'm enjoying today. We're at 600 likes, ladies and gentlemen. The next goal is going to be 750. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 150 more to get to 750. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday. Shout out to DeAndre. What up, man? What's going on with you? Zeke is good now. So is Zach Moss. Zach Moss is having one of the best years of his career. So, yeah. Yes, no. So, who you got? My prediction was Cowboys by 3. That was my prediction. Sunday Night Football next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Ravens and the Jags. I'm excited for that one. I am definitely excited for that one. Here we go. 2nd and 7 as this is going to be quickly thrown and then caught by Ferguson. That's going to lead to a loss of about 2. It'll now be 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys at their 30. Zach Moss balled out today for the Colts. Yeah, he's been doing his thing. Shout out to Casey McKinnon. What up? What's going on with you? Do you think Zeke will pop off against us in a few weeks? It's possible. 3rd and 9. Here we go. Cousin Process, I thought you said Cowboys by 7. Yeah, that was my prediction. I had the Cowboys by 7. As Dak drops back, in trouble, gets away, throws deep, and that is going to be incomplete, broken up. But there's a flag. He had a free play, and that's going to lead to defensive offsides counted for the Cowboys. Nathan says, who do you think is going to win, Ravens or Jags? And be honest, Sunday night, 8:15. You know, it's kind of weird when you say that. It makes it seem like I'm not honest when I give predictions. Who do you think is going to win, the Ravens versus Jags? And be honest. What? Like, what does that even mean? It's like, did somebody lie to you about predictions before? Or like picking teams? This is going to be a quick pass over to Lamb for 6 yards. As it's now 1st and 10. Shout out to Keegling. What up? What's going on with you? By the way, my prediction will be the Ravens. I'll get into my actual score predictions for the prediction video. Thoughts of Bills' chances of winning the division. Miami has Dallas, Baltimore, and the Bills at the end of the season. It's tricky, but it's doable. I don't think Miami's going to last. I don't think their defense is really up to par for the teams that they're going to have to face over the next 4 weeks. If you game plan around stopping Tyreek Hill, I mean, that's the biggest weapon that they have over there. So there you go. Shout out to Timo. Who needed that under? We got some struggling right now. We got some struggling. 2nd and 6 for these Cowboys as Dotto is now in the backfield. Dak's under center. Snap is off. Play fake. Has time. Quick throw, and this is going to be incomplete. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Emmy says, who's your favorite in the NFL? Bills Mafia. Paul Thompson said the sleeper team everyone should fear in the playoffs, Green Bay. Paul, you know what? I like it. Liam says, do you host on Mondays? I do. We do Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday, my friend. So make sure you lock it in. Monday night, Thursday night, and Sundays. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like Green Bay. Jordan Love doing his thing, coming out, balling. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. As this is going to be thrown incomplete, but there's a flag. There's a flag. Too much sauce, Bradbury. That's going to be pass interference. And that'll push the Cowboys to the Philly 45, 1st and 10. Back in process, how do you feel about the Bears upset? To be honest, I'm really upset with the Lions. And I'll tell you why. I've been vouching for the Lions for the season, right? I've been vouching for the Lions. I thought they were going to be Super Bowl contenders. And at the end of the day, I think the Lions may not be the team that we thought they were. So there you go. What up, David? Shout out to you, man. Here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff to Pollard. Cuts back to the right side. It'll be 3 yards in the carry. 2nd and 7. Who do you predict for MVP? That's a good question. It really is for a couple reasons, right? We know Dak's there, Brock's there, Christian McCaffrey. I'm going to be honest. I like Christian McCaffrey's story. I like Purdy's story, but Christian McCaffrey just came back and showed the world that everyone was sleeping on him. But Purdy did it too. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult. 2nd and 7. Quick throw. This is going to be caught by Ferguson as he hurdles. Picks up 8 yards. Now be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Jackson, yeah, I mean, you could have Jackson in the conversation as far as for MVP, right? There's a bunch of different, well, not a bunch, but there's a real few solid players that deserve it for sure. For sure. Ferguson out here doing hurdles, y'all. That's how you know the Cowboys are comfortable right now. Jay, let's be honest, the Bills will be lucky if they make the playoffs this year while the Dolphins are a clinch to win the East. Save the quote, Jay. What's the time right now? 11:01 Eastern Standard. Timestamp it. This is going to be caught, and that will be Cooks for 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 now. 2nd and 3. Quick shout out to Donald Patterson, as well as Lily Ellis and Jason Stevens for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. Jimbo says, Lions are for real? I'm just having a hard time believing it, man. They've been really struggling at the end of the season. Kind of just like how these Eagles are. It's weird. It's very weird. Yes, no says, why do you think Josh Allen is so bad this year? He's not. He's the greatest. I have nothing bad to say about Josh Allen. Nothing. Nothing. 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 3. If Purdy and Christian McCaffrey are both up for the MVP, doesn't that defeat the definition of the award? Not really. Not really. I'm ready for the 30th FSU versus Georgia. Me as well. That's when I will be streaming. Here we go. 3rd and 3 for these Cowboys. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Deep throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Cooks. And that's going to lead to 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Quick shout out to Six Foe, the R&B and karaoke, as well as Bianca Andrews for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Daisy says, hey, this stream inspired me to create a YouTube channel and just hit 316 subscribers my first month. Since I don't have a family these holidays, it's been my outlet. Thank you for inspiring me. Dazing, I am so glad that I could inspire you, my friend. Much, much success to you and your channel. As long as you put in the work, you put in the time, stay true to yourself, and you build it, man. It's not going to be easy, but nothing should be. Everything's a journey, and it's all about the road. So congratulations to you, man. Keep going. Keep going. And when it gets hard and when you think about giving up, just remember that you're doing it for a purpose and you're doing it because it's something that you love. And that's your reason for keep going. That's your reason to keep going. Anthony Stevens says, got to tell you, man, this is the first time I've tuned in, but I promise it won't be the last. It's been a pleasure to listen to someone knowledgeable and not rude or biased. Thanks, man. Anthony Stevens, thank you for that. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. I do thank you for your support. Thank you for your love as well. This is what you get from me, right? And that's why we've grown this community to over 62,000 individuals. And I've been the same person since day one. No one could be like, I was with Jay from 5,000 subscribers, and now that he hit 60, he's changed. He's acting different. I've always been the same person. So it doesn't matter if we hit 100,000, it doesn't matter if we hit 1 million. I'll be the same individual. That's who I am. So there you go. The Miz says Jay did 60K the right way. Exactly. We didn't buy our subscribers. You guys came naturally. And that's been the beauty of this journey. Everything that's happened to this channel has came naturally. Nothing was forced. I didn't sit there and act like somebody else. I didn't take somebody else's idea. I didn't run with somebody else's style. We created this community. We brought it together. And I'm just glad to be here providing entertainment for you guys. Quick shout out to Albert as well as Patrick and 1500 Blue Wing for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Red Hood says, and Jay doesn't act like he's on meds. Very civilized. Shout out to you, Red Hood. Are you streaming college playoffs? I will be towards next week. Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Tyrone says, we all we got. You know what he got to. What movie that's from? We all we got. Gregory says, always got to be kind in this night world. That is for sure. Shout out to Miguel. This is from the Philippines. Jay is the GOAT. Shout out to everyone in the Philippines. Much love to each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Kick is off. Back to the Eagles after the field goal. Score is 30-13. 13-30. With 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Eagles will get the touchback and take it at their 25, 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. Robert says, yep, that's 60K, Jay, the best in streaming sports. Jimbo says, I started when I had no internet or even an antenna to watch the games with all the apps and local channels. I come here to chat and be with the like fans of football. Shout out to you, Jimbo. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. It's going to be a play fake. Hurts throws. That will be caught. Picking up about 7 yards in the play. That will be Brown. And unfortunately, we have an injury for Dallas on the defense. This is not good. That's going to be Curse, who is currently injured on the play. Flocker Brown says, can the Cowboys hold the lead? I think they can. I think they can. Shout out to the mid, yo. Lars says, hey, for real, thanks for putting in some real honest content. I'm watching this on the road. I'm away from the country, but still hoping them boys get some W's. Your content is awesome. Thanks, Jay. Shout out to you, man. Stay safe out there. Have safe travels. Thank you for being here. Six Foes says, nice platform. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I got to be maddest Eagles fan ever. I hate the Cowboys. You know, hate's a strong word, Blackboard. You know, I don't use hate anymore. I remember the one time I said I hated something and I knew it didn't make sense. And I was like, you know what? I just don't like it. I don't, there's nothing that I hate. because I don't think I really let anything bother me that much to hate something, because that's too much energy. Yeah, so it's gonna be a Curse who's hobbling off the field, and that's not a good sign for the Cowboys, unfortunately. So Curse is injured, hobbles off the field, and it's now gonna be 2nd and 4 for these Eagles at the 31. Revan in the building says, I really like this channel for the play-by-play, this skilled and well-informed info along with the dialogue in the chat. Always a great place to catch up with the day after church all day. Shout out to you, Reverend. Much love. You know how we do. George Tucker coming through with the 99-cent super chat. Let's go. Shout out to you, George. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the 99-cent super chat donation. Much, much appreciated. So yeah, that's going to be a catch by Smith for 11 yards. It's now going to be 1st and 10 at the 42 for these Eagles. David says, Niners fan from Guam. Go Cowboys. Shout out to you, David. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Much love, Lori. You already know. You already know. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. Pressure comes in. Hurts gets rid of it. That's going to be caught. Brown will take it for about 11 yards, and that's going to lead to a 1st and 10 at the 47 as they get to the Dallas side. Custom Prod says, Jay, are you religious? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, no says, who's your favorite team? Bills Mafia. Bills Mafia, my friend. And here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. Can they score? As Hurts, quick throw. That's going to be caught by Brown again for 4 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 6. And that's been his go-to for the last three plays. Back-to-back passes to Brown, with the Cowboys make an adjustment because he keeps getting it. The Miz says, can people hate the refs? I mean, do you really hate the refs, or do you just hate the calls or dislike the calls, right? You really hate the refs? This is going to be Gainwell running for about 5 yards. It's now 3rd and 1 as they get to the 38. Clock rolls as we approach the 8-minute mark left in this 4th quarter. Spark says, yes, church was real good today. God is great. Shout out to you, Spark. Panthers versus Pats. Who you got in the game? I mean, Patriots actually look kind of decent considering what just happened. For sure. Much love, Custom. You already know. Who's the most improved team? I think for me, it'd probably be a toss-up between the Texans and the Packers as far as the most improved. Yeah, I think I'd have to go for that. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 here, as that's going to be Dickerson getting called for the offsides. So they'll get pushed back to the 43. 3rd and 6. The brotherly shove didn't work that time as Dickerson gets hit for the offside. So here you go. 3rd and 6, ladies and gentlemen. The Jags and the Texans. I feel like the Jags were already a decent team. Quick throw on a screen. This is going to be Brown, and he'll pick up 8 yards and pick up the 1st down. 35 as they get to the 35. 1st and 10. 7 minutes on the clock and rolling. Anthony, yeah, man. Without a doubt, born and raised. There was a tornado and the road my church is on, so I couldn't go today. Prayers to everyone who got hurt from it. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really look into the tornadoes, but I will tomorrow and see what's going on. As this is going to be a pass to Brown again, and then he fumbles, and it looks like Dallas will have it. This looks like it's going to be Dallas's football. Oh my goodness. Keep going to that well. You kept going to that well. Oh, and Dallas punched it out. Just kept going back to that well, and Dallas finally gets it. Unbelievable. That ball was punched out. It was fumbled. And actually, that was to Smith. I apologize. Pass was to Smith. But it was punched out and recovered by Dallas. And there you go. Yeah. Nicholas's last game of the year, Brent. Can't hold anything back now. I got to stick with my prime time. Good team fumble, lost parlays. Looks like the Kelsey family would be sad tonight. Shout out to Lord. Yeah, the Kelsey family's going to be a little sad tonight. Patrick lost. Travis lost. Looks like Hurts is going down the long road. And yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Eagles fans going to be mad tomorrow. I just want to know the excuses. Who are they going to blame this on? They're going to blame it on Hurts. They're going to blame it on Swift. The defense. Who are they going to blame it on? Quick shout out to Bree Beeman as well as Jack Davis for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Joseph says, thank you for a tremendous program. Great content. I appreciate the fact that you are never obnoxious, always kind, and thank you for a program never laced with profanity. Thank you. Shout out to you, Joseph. That's why we have a great community here. Family friendly, great environment, good vibes. And, sometimes we'll have a difference of opinion and all that kind of stuff, but that's fine. That's what's supposed to happen. But at the end of the day, we all love sports and we all love coming together. So I'm glad that you're here to experience it with us. So shout out to each and every one of you. Also, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Albert says, as much as Ohio and Michigan dislike each other, they make a great team in the pros. Shroud plus Collins. I like it. The Waterboy quote says, last game, can't hold anything back. Shout out to Yes No. Much love, you. All right, we're in a quick timeout commercial break. 1,890 viewers, 676 likes. We're still trying to get to that 750, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated so we can get to that 750 likes. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday football. Leah Reyes showing the mad faces. Leah, stop betting and learn football. Learn what's going on. You done watch one of these TikToks. I know what you did. You done watch one of these TikToks and they showed you how much they made on a parlay or they showed you how much they made on a bet. And you was like, all right, I can download the FanDuel and get the free bets and do all that fun stuff and choose my parlays. But you ran into some issues because you didn't really understand the game and how things work as far as overs, unders, spreads, understanding the cadence of the teams and how many points they should put up and how many points they might not put up, right? You got to learn all that stuff. So here we go. 2nd and 9. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. That's going to be Pollard picking up 5 yards. It'll now be 3rd and 4. Jack says, hello, this is my first time hearing you and watching you. I'm on the road. I'm inside my truck watching it over here in Quartzville, Arizona. Have a good. Shout out to you, Jack. Be safe out there. All the drivers, because I know there's a lot of truck drivers who listen in. Even if you can't comment, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you drive safe on that road. I know the weather gets kind of crazy and things like that, so take your time and be safe out there, especially during this holiday season. So here we go. 3rd and 5 for these Cowboys. Prescott, play fake, drops back, throws deep, going for it all. That's going to be caught. Gallup for 38 yards, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a throw. What a catch as he gets to the Philly 44. And that is going to be 1st and 10 after a 38-yard bomb. What a throw by Dak. On the money, right in the bucket. Beautiful. Had possession, maintained it. Let's go. All right, 1st and 10. Quick throw over to Ferguson. He'll pick up 7 yards, and it's now going to be 2nd and 3 at the Philly 37, but there is a flag. Quick shout out to Beeman Smith for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Nicholas says, might as well give an early touchdown. Just go ahead and do it. Anthony says, don't ever bet money you can't afford to lose. That is a fact. Don't do it. Don't do it. Says Lawrence says, let's go Cowboys. Noah says, let's go Cowboys. Listen, if you're a Cowboys fan, drop it in the chat. Drop some blue and silver or white and silver, whichever one you have access to on your phone. Drop it in the chat. Show your team some love. And hey, if you're an Eagles fan, show your Eagles some love as well with some white and green. They need it. Show your team some support. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 3 for these Cowboys. 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. And here we go. Here we go. Dak Prescott directing traffic as he is back in the shotgun. We have motion. And snap is off. This is going to be a handoff to Pollard. Cuts up the middle, and that's going to be a first down. 5 yards on the run as they get to the 32. Clock will roll. There it is. Someone mentioned Tony Dorsett as a kid. He was my favorite player of my year. Tony Dorsett was nice. He was nice, without a doubt. Dak has really come back from last year. He has. Wesley says, sounds like the Eagles are frauds to me. We've been talking about it. I had people saying so much in regards to the Eagles, and they were doing this and they were doing that, and Jalen Hurts is the MVP and the defense. And now that we've got to this point, I do remember saying that the Eagles would lose 3 in a row. I remember saying that. I did say that. I made a post about it, and I got flamed for it, and now here we are. Potential 2-0 or two in a row. Hey, Jay the Casual. Will says, don't let Stephen A. Smith hear you on that quote. Hey, Bill's going to tear apart Dallas. Let's go, Bills. Shout out to you, Smiley fans. Let's go. Dak didn't even come back this year. Wide receivers. So Wesley, we try to keep the vulgarity at a no-no because we got kids on the channel. Try to keep it family friendly. I'm sure you didn't know that. Now that you do know, we'll obviously let it slide. But he says, I honestly despise the Eagles more than anybody. Shout out to you, Wesley. Yeah, I would say Dak was definitely, underrated and let down by, his wide receivers and that kind of situation. But also at the same time, the Dallas or the defense just wasn't at where they are realistically, right? And I feel like they've got a new culture, they got a new chemistry, and everything's just clicking the way that it's supposed to for Dallas right now, without a doubt. So here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 30-13. As we hit the 2-minute warning, we'll take a quick timeout. Commercial break. 1,935 viewers, 718 likes. We're still trying to get to that 750. So if you have not, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, that thumbs up. We need 32. Just 32 of you to hit that like, that thumbs up, and we will hit that 750 goal. I do thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. As far as the votes, we're at almost 2,000 votes, 70% for the Cowboys, holding it down, and they're potentially looking like they're going to take the win. Quick shout outs to Fishington as well as Braden for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Isaac says the Eagles fans are going to blame the water in Texas. It was the water. It was the water. My friend said Eagles would win by a lot, but Cowboys always prove. Flocka Brown says Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Troy Aikman, 90s Cowboys. It was a great team. It was a great team for sure. Spark Tablet says our water is fine. Our water is fine. We're in a 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love, for getting us over that 750 likes. Much, much appreciated to each and every one of you. So yeah, Monday night, I will be streaming tomorrow. So make sure you lock it in if you have not. Make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow, it's going to be the Titans and the Dolphins. That is the game that you guys have chose in the community chat on the poll. It was between the Giants and the Packers, or the Titans and Miami, the Dolphins. So we'll go ahead and do the Titans and the Dolphins tomorrow, and there it is. That's going to be our Monday Night Football. Quick shout out to Jay Silly Cool Toes as well as Olivia for subscribing. Thanks a lot, you guys. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Don't want to be on the streets in Philly tonight. I don't think you want to be on the streets in Philly any night, to be honest. And it's a lot of stuff going on around there, without a doubt. So as we come back here from the 2-minute warning, it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. We'll see if they can add to this lead here. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Dak under center. Snap is off. Play fake. Rolls out. In trouble, and he's going to get sacked. It's going to be a loss of 6 yards. He'll get pulled down at the 32. So the Cowboys will go ahead and kick a field goal. And there it is. Shout out to Chris Shea. What up, man? What's going on with you? Also, shout outs to Frank Pena as well as JT for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers if I did miss your name. I'd hate to be an Eagles fan right now. Shout out to Cali. The Bengals won a total of 10 games the entire decade of the 90s. And they're a different team now, right? Things change. Things change. Without a doubt. So, with that said, here we go. 4th and 10. 4th and 10. And they're going to go ahead and take a quick time out here, kick the field goal, and that should wind things down. Mr. Smith from Dallas, as well as on the O-line. Astrology says, and that still doesn't explain it. You can't have plural Bill Codys. That would be dumb. What? Good luck shouting out that Korean name. Yeah, I just gave a generic shout out because I'm not going to try to say that. But I do thank you. I do thank you. Who's the best D-line man of all time? I think Ray Lewis. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I need to stay true. I need to be a true loyal fan to the current Bills team. I shouldn't look back in the past and acknowledge anybody in the past for their greatness. I need to say Ed Oliver right now. Ed Oliver is the greatest of all time. Yeah. Ed Oliver. How many rings do the Bengals have? You guys are starting trouble more than me. Bro, I told you where the name came from and you still got mad. You still got mad. Ill, you like the Bills? No offense. Did you just say ill? Ill? Really? Francois says, Bruce. You know what time it is. Bruce Smith all day. All day. Wendy says, hey, just catching up with you. Sorry about your Bills. Sorry about the Chargers. See you Monday Night Football. Wendy, I'm confused. Did you watch the game? Do you know what the score was? Listen, you know what's crazy? This is how I know that win was not as significant as we wanted to be. You got people. This is the 3rd time somebody said, sorry about your Bills, Jay. Yo, what is going on? This is the 3rd time somebody was like, sorry about the Bills, Jay. And I'm like, we won by a field goal. We won by 3. But all right, here we go. So Cowboys will kick a field goal. And it's going to be 50-yarder here. And here we go. Kick is up. And it is good. So there it is. 20-point lead for your Cowboys. Scores 33-13 with 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Gregory's saying, why people saying the Bills lost? I don't know, man. It's, without a doubt, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. You know, people are shopping and traveling and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. You know, it is what it is. Is what it is. It is what it is. uh Shout out to Chris Shea. What up, man? Nicholas says, like I said, another 20-point win. Dimidge. Jay, do your job. Call the game. Favorite football movie? Remember the Titans. Yeah, Remember the Titans. Tactical says, Jay, it's time for your Bills to go on a run now. It is. It is. Can we get some dominant victories? Can we not have to sit on the edge of our seats and hope that we don't lose by 4 points or a field goal? Can we be up by 14 and hold and maintain that lead, kind of like how these Cowboys did tonight against a solid team? Can we do that? Can we? So it's going to be a touchback. Eagles will take it from the 25. It's now going to be 1st and 10. Friday Night Lights, that was a good one. Who can beat the Cowboys in the playoffs? We know who can now. We know. Little Giants for sure. Close second or third. Yeah, that was a good one too. There's so many good football movies as well as basketball movies too. Anybody remember Blue Chips? That was a great one. Here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. That's for Scott, who'll pick up 3 yards, and clock will roll. Wow, they're holding up a sign of Nick Sirianni crying, and it says, "Cry, Eagles, cry." Wow. That's crazy. Shout out to you, Tactical. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. We're doing this for a while. Gatorade. They battled and won. They sure did. Flagger Brown says, can the Bills make the playoffs? Yeah, definitely. That sign was hilarious. It was. It definitely was. So does the Cowboys and Dak get respect after this win or more excuses? I think they've had respect. I mean, they've had my respect for the most part. I've been big on the Cowboys this season. Right? We know when they got cooked, and I gave Dak the benefit of the doubt, and then obviously, they lost, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give Dak Prescott one more time. And he proved himself at home. So there you go. Scores 33-13. That's going to be it. Cowboys take the W. And the Eagles lose 2 in a row. I remember I called this. I called it something to talk about. Something to talk about for sure. That is for sure. Quick shout out to Trina for subscribing, as well as Fi for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to you, Michelle. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great day. We started off with the Bills and the Chiefs, finished up with the Cowboys and the Eagles. Great day for football. Week 14 was very interesting. We'll be back tomorrow night for your Titans as well as the Dolphins for Monday night. I'm going to go ahead and do a stream tomorrow, midday, maybe around noontime. For those who want to hop on, we could talk about the Bills' victory. We could talk about the coaching. We could talk about the Cowboys. We can do it all. You have the ability to call in, all that fun stuff. So make sure you guys lock it in. Join us tomorrow. And we'll make it happen. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourself a great evening. Great evening. I need to try something real quick just to see what's going on. So if you don't hear me for a second, don't freak out. I just want to check something real quick. Really quick. I'll be right back. why that's not working. All right, I'll have to figure it out. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Shout out to you guys. I got to figure some things out with the old system here. I'm assuming I hit something. I don't know what I did, but I think I did something. Let me try that. Does this work? No? Why is that not coming through for me? It's weird. It's really, really weird. I don't know why. It's not coming through for me. All right, anyways, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night. I have this figured out. Peace out, everybody.